So the latest news from around the world kind of thing. And the only thing that's worth concentrating on is the total genocide of a people. The total annihilation, mate. The total destruction. The total, women, children, everybody. Just the total destruction. 115 people died just today. Just today alone. 115. So it seems to be every single day between 50 and 100 and, 115 today, but generally between 50 and 100 are killed per day. Every single day. Getting food. You know what I mean? Getting food, mate. Starving people. And now Israel have got it all worked out like an extermination fucking camp, mate. An extermination camp. That's all the food camps are. The food aid people are. They're extermination camps. It's where they can herd them in and they can just slowly knock them off. And they've got that target between 50 and 100 people per day to kill. And they don't care who they're killing. Men, women, children, teenagers, little ones, babies, anybody. Anybody that's looking for food, mate. Food. Starving people, mate. Like, we get hungry, but we don't understand hunger. We don't understand hunger, mate. We live in a fucking Western society that's spoilt and fucking, everything laid out to you. If you haven't got any money, then you can go to the government and they help you out. So you're not homeless. There's food banks everywhere around here. It might be shitty food, old food, whatever, but it's still food. Over there, there's fucking nothing. There's nothing but destruction and desolation. Everything is being destroyed. That's why they don't let media in. That's why they don't let anybody in, mate, to film it or photograph it or to take record of it, so that they can do whatever the hell they want in that fucking hellhole. And nobody can record it. Nobody can say they did anything. Even their own soldiers, mate, after they've left their army, their conscience would get to them. And they would go down in the records and make a record of what they've done. And, it's atrocious, mate. It's totally and utterly total war crimes. These people are freaking Nazis, bro. They are the Nazis, mate. They're worse than Nazis, mate. They're worse than anything that they could ever possibly say happened to them. They are worse. And you want to know why they're worse? Because they portray how much that they've been affected by what happened to them. This happened to us and this happened to us and rah, rah. But they themselves, in the year 2025, are doing what they're doing. And it's just, you shake your head, bro. You just don't understand, because you live in a Western fucking society, walking around in a quiet pathway, of what reality is for them. Starving people, man. Can you not imagine, you haven't eaten for days and days and days. You haven't had a drink of water. You haven't had a shower or anything like that. No hygienic at all. No hygiene thing at all. And you're living amongst squalor, buildings that are just torn down and destroyed. And as soon as that Nazi regime notices that there's people gathering, they blow up the fucking building. Look at a perfect example of the coffee shop in Gaza. The coffee shop in Gaza, right? They were all gathering and everybody's, thinks it's a safe zone. And they absolutely destroyed it with a 500-pound bomb. 500-pound bomb. Okay? 500 pound. Let's not just send in a little missile. Let's send in a fucking mother load. So it completely destroyed the entire buildings and buildings around it. Hundreds and hundreds of people dead. They came out at the start and said, "Oh no, it was a mistake and sorry about that." Rah rah. And then they just released another report yesterday. They knew about it. We're awful sorry. We'll try not to do it again. We'll try not to do. Like their statements are so blatant now. They're not hiding anything, viewer. Like they are pretty much doing what they want to do, and the whole world just turns their back. Well, not the whole world, Just the governments of the world. Okay, they all sit there on $500,000 a year, getting their superannuation and their payments, and they don't do shit. They just sit there and talk and argue and talk and talk and talk and talk. They don't fucking do anything. Meanwhile, in reality, 50 to 100 people are dying per day. Every fucking day of the week. Every day of the week. You know, I remember us having a discussion and we were at 200 people dying, are dead at the AIDS centre. And I'm fucking like, you know, this is just terrible, rah-rah. We're at over 600 now. At over 600 dead. Getting aid. Starving, harmless, unarmed civilians. Basically me and you. Basically me and you. That's what I'm saying to you, viewer. Basically people like me and you, bakers and fucking mechanics and normal people. Not everybody is Hamas. Hamas, right? I love how they say that, Hamas. You've got to have that in the throat going, okay? That actually hurts my throat doing that. But these people will look at you and go, no, they're all Hamas. Everybody here, Hamas. They're all Hamas, okay? You know, and they've got to kill that one because they're going to grow up and they might, you know, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. So we're just going to shoot them now. That's why they go after the kids, mate. They have no compunction in the children's. We've got a latest statement from a soldier, bro. From an IDF soldier, come out and made this huge statement. And mate, it's horrific. It is absolutely horrific what this person has done. And he can't live with himself. His conscience. He can't live with it. Because he thought he was doing God's work. You know what I mean? God's chosen work, right? He figures by doing all the things that he's done, he's doing God. And he realised after he did that, he said, I just snapped one day, because I was looking through my gun, through the sniper, and, you know, it's a child. He said, that's when I realised that I'm shooting a child. He said, I never realised it until that point. And he said, God, forgive me. Just, you know, forgive me my sins. It was sad, brother, because he'd finally come to the realisation that he was aiming at a child. You know, he wasn't aiming at a Hamas soldier, mate. He wasn't aiming at anybody that was armed. He was aiming at an unarmed fucking child. And that's when he snapped. His brain snapped. Okay? So, I don't think they actually realise, you know, maybe they do and they love it or whatever, but, mate, you've got people in there. It's, did you watch that Nakba fucking interview of the soldiers that committed the Nakba? And they describe their experiences of what they did, and they're laughing about it. You know, they're laughing about it, man. They're laughing about putting people up against the wall and just ectaying everybody. Absolutely, you know, graping the women, graping this one, you know, everything they did, and they're laughing about it. They're laughing about it, man, and they call themselves the chosen ones. Chosen ones, bro. Trust me, I don't think God is up there, or any God is going to look at that and go, yeah, that's just the best thing. I'm glad you did that in my name. Okay, you know what I mean? Sorry for laughing, because it's just not, I'm trying to find humour in horror. You know, these aid centres, mate, have a look at them, because they're like little rat traps. You know, they herd them in, bro, on the promise of a bit of food, and they just basically wipe them out. Okay, they wipe them out. The joint is open for 7 minutes a day. 7 fucking minutes a day, mate. That's it. 7 minutes. You've got thousands of fucking people there starving, begging for fucking food. There is no baby powder, baby formula, sorry. So the children are starving, the babies, because they can't have food, okay? They've got to have baby formula. And that's all taken at the border. You know what's giving me nightmares? Oh, you know it's giving me like fucking nightmares, bro. Is seeing all those trucks. You know, all those trucks on the other side of the border. Have you seen that? There's a video. It's kicking around, and it's just shows you all the trucks on the other side of the border waiting to get in, and they're being stopped. They're not allowed in. There's hundreds and hundreds of trucks, mate, semi-trailers, filled with food, filled with aid, and they refuse to let them in because, of course, Israel has to search everything and make sure it's all secure, and and the food aid only goes through them and that American private contractor, security. It goes through them. So all the real humanitarian aid things have been closed down, and it's all been taken over by the fucking Nazi state. And you can imagine, they've got full control over the food, so there's no food getting in, people are starving. And when they rush too much, they get shot. Red light, green light, mate. Green light, you can get some food. Red light gets off, you've got to run for your life. Because they start shooting the minute that it goes red. Okay? The minute that it goes red, they start shooting. And I am just blown away. My own governments, the governments all around the world, every fucking one of them, mate. Every one of them have done nothing, mate. Including fucking China. Not that I'm expecting China to do anything, fucking in reality, but none of them. None of them. Not even the communist state has come out and said, has come out and fucking said anything really. The whole world fucking hates Israel, mate. The whole world fucking hates it. I don't think there's I don't know about the whole world, because you've got a lot of fucking Zionists over here, mate. You've got a lot of them over, well, we've had them on live stream. So they do kick around, brother. Even in Australia, in all countries, but geez, they're getting hated. Like, they're getting hated, bro. Everywhere they go away on a fucking holiday, away from their genocide, bro. They go on holiday and they're getting absolutely snapped out there, mate. They're getting fucking trounced, bro. They're getting dubbed in reality. They're getting kicked out of restaurants, they're getting kicked out of planes, they're fucking getting abused as they walk down the street. And they want to walk around. They can't walk around with their little flag anymore, can they, bro? Everywhere they go, they used to have a little flag, the little Jewish fucking flag they'd run around with, because they're just so proud of being fucking from Israel. Yeah, they don't fucking have that flag no more, eh? And now they're all moved over to Greece, man. There's like thousands and thousands of them in enclaves over there. And of course, they're starting to scream out anti-Semitic. Everybody's anti-Semitic. We're not feeling protected. They're pulling the same shit they were doing in fucking Palestine over in Greece now. And I'm so sick of these fucks saying that they're all from Israel. They're all fucking Polish. They're all Polish, bro. Look into their government ministers, mate. They've all changed their name. That's not even their real fucking name they're using, mate. Netanyahu. That's not his name. That's not his real name, brother. He's fucking from Poland, mate, that guy. All these ministers, Ben Gvir and all of that fucking shit, mate. They're all Polish, bro. They're all European imports, mate. So they lay claim to something that they don't have a right to lay claim to, mate. And they wipe them all out. Can you imagine, mate? Fucking, what was it, 60 years ago, whatever, 70 years ago, a boat fucking arrived. It's like these fucking blokes that arrive, they fucking, we've got the Van Deeps of the fucking world, the Curry Heads of the world arrive over to Australia. The Curry Heads suddenly feel like they need fucking protection, and then another country starts providing them financial fucking shit. And the next thing you know, they've got a fucking, we've got a 3,000-year-old claim on your fucking property, rah. What a cunt of a species, mate. What an absolute dog of a fucking race. Like they get taken in by the country, and the next thing you know, they're telling that country, no, we've got a claim to your land. So, we're going to close you down, fucking rah. You know what I mean? Like, you come home from work, mate, and you've got cunts there with fucking rifles telling you, that's their house now. You don't own this house anymore. We do. Like, this is just horrific. It's horrific, man. And it's horrific that we're in the year 2025 and we've got a 4K fucking live stream of it happening on live stream. We've got a 4K live stream of it. You understand? Like, we can watch it live, man. And all we can do is just like, we're disgusted, rah. But that's it. And I'm wondering why. Have we got a 4K display of it, and government's not really doing anything, Australian government not really doing anything but supplying more arms to it all, supplying more ammunitions and funding. Our own governments, man. Canada, England, Australia, like all these fucking governments, bro, are supplying the money for it. Let's give a bit of a breath here, away from these kids, little monsters. Little monsters they are, mate. Little monsters they are. My daughter's the biggest monster. Okay, my little Echo, total monster. And I'm just wondering why, in the long run, why they're, I mean, I know they're coming down with the purge now, in case you haven't noticed. Like, all the videos are removed from YouTube here, and all you'll get is on the TikToky and the Twitter and stuff like that, Instagram. I don't even think there's many on the Instagram now. Not that I've noticed, anyway. They seem to have deleted a lot of those videos and purging the fucking internet of everything that's going on. They're purging it, bro. They're getting rid of the evidence, getting rid of it all. Banning people that don't agree with this and don't agree with that. Just banning them, mate. Banning entire accounts. So it is a bit of a... And what I'm thinking is, they're programming us. They're programming us to accept it, bro. Programming us to look at what's going on and think, that's normal. That's acceptable. If we go out in the streets and we protest, we're arrested. The citizen, you're not allowed to protest this fucking shit, bro. Like, they'll make your movement against the law. Your movement will be against the law to do it. I mean, for once, man, we've got detectives over here, full on fucking armoured and everything over here, bro. Standing here. Anyway, it's a coffee shop there, none of my business. But for me, it's like programming people. It's getting you used to seeing it happening, seeing it go out in the world, seeing it portray. Every day we've got the statistics coming out. Every day we've got, yet today it's 115. The other day it was fucking 65 people, and it was a whole bunch of different. It's a different number every day. This is our policemen's. They're pretty cool looking, eh? They've got guns and shit. That's Australian police. Undercovers, mate, coming out for you, gonna bust you. Straight after they have lunch. And that's what I think, man. I think it's more like programming. It's getting people used to the idea of genocide. Getting used to people watching it, and not thinking more than, their 8 seconds of their limited fucking... What have we got here? 99 straight settlements, United States, 1 cent coin. United States 1 cent. Darling Harbour token, 1988. God. What's that one there? Gold pendant, $280. 9-carat pendant, $200. They're pretty expensive, eh? For a fucking pawn shop. Fucking Barbie, man. How much they want for that? Fucking $40, mate. They want $40 fucking dollars for that. Are you kidding me, viewer? $40 fucking dollars. And it's got missing things on the top there. It's missing. It's not actually even got the fins on the top there. It's missing the attachment on the top. That's incredibly expensive, mate. Incredibly expensive for an op shop. Okay, fucking op shop, mate. Look at this shit, will you? 1930s, mate. Fuck, dude. They were wearing this shit in the fucking nightclubs back in 1920s, mate. Look at that dress, mate. You gonna get that dress? Yeah, girls, look at that dress, mate. That's making you cream, innit? Look at that fucking thing, mate. Right? Look at that used up fucking old fucking frilly motherfucker, mate. And that's what I think it's about, viewer. I think it's about tuning people into getting used to seeing it. Okay? Because these people are in 6 different countries. They're not just in Gaza, mate. They're not just decimating Gaza. These people are decimating in many, many, many countries. Lebanon, Yemen, fucking Syria. That's just to name 3 off the top of my head that they are invading. These fucking Nazis, mate, they're invading everywhere. They are taking over land. They are killing innocent people fucking wherever they go. Wherever they go, they're killing them. And they only go after countries that can't fight back. They're not going to go back over to Iran, mate. They're not going to go and bomb fucking that one, are they? Oh, fuck no, because Iran can fight back. Iran can bomb the shit out of them. So they'll go over to Syria, they'll go over to Lebanon, they'll go over to all the other little Yemen, they'll go and bomb the shit out of fucking people in Yemen, mate. You know what I mean? So these are the absolute Nazis of the world, mate. The fucking killing machine Nazis of the world. And that is what they're going to get known for. That is all they will not be known for in the future. They're not going to be known for their technology or fucking anything that they've accomplished in this world, are they? You know? Hello, boss. Double happy.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, have a good one.
And right now, I don't think that Israel cares. You know, the great fucking, the most chosen ones of the world, right? I don't think they actually care of what everyone thinks or says or whatever, because they want control over the media. And once they get control over that, just like they have through the centuries, they'll have control of the narrative. And then, you know, there won't be any other choice but to think the way they want you to think. And they want to get their digital ID installed. They want to get their anti-Semitic laws installed. So that way, if you do or say anything on the line or type anything online, they can automatically do you. Automatically, okay, without, you know, just bang, straight, just delete your fucking account, bro. Just like they did in Nazi fucking, with the Nazis, bro. But then again, you look into it, right? Everyone has called them Nazis and everyone's called them this, this and this, right? But have you ever actually looked into the history of it all? Have you ever fucking really, you know, gone back in history and fucking had a watch of shit? Have you listened to any of the speeches, mate, that are done in English, converted over to English? Have you ever listened to any of them? Because I say to you, if you haven't listened to any of them, then you really have no right calling them whatever you want to relate to back to history. You really don't. Because a lot of the speeches that we don't understand, where he's yelling and screaming and carrying on, and we're thinking he's a madman, that's how he spoke, and his words were speaking against this fucking Zionist movement, mate, that is in control of everything. Because they were in full control back then. Full control, okay? They controlled the media, they controlled the books. Mate, they had their first conversion, sorry about that, looking at my ugly head. They had their first conversion, conversion place there, mate. That's the first place they had. It was Germany, where they could, convert you over, male, female, you know what I mean? That's where they studied it, bro. That's where it was mainly done. That's where it was all happening. You know, you had bestiality, you had drugs, you had the PORN was everywhere. Transgender, gay. It was like a Sodom of Gomorrah, mate. The fucking Germany was back then. Sodom and Gomorrah, because they had control of everything, man. They're the ones earning all the big money. You know, they ran the fucking joint. And that's how he got to power, you know, because he wanted to get rid of it all. And usury, bro, usury, man, usury. That is how they've enslaved us and the fucking government, mate, is through usury. Borrowing money at interest. Borrowing money at interest. Because you can never pay the whole thing back, bro. You're always going to be in debt. So that's how they get control of everything, through usury. And that's why he banned it. He banned usury, man. He banned a lot of fucking shit that you'd be surprised at. You'd be really surprised, man. So then they all fucked off over to there. Right? They've all fucked off over to there. And, played the immigrant. You know how poor we are. We're poor. And then they took over the fucking joint because they had funding through USA. Was completely funding them through the Rothschilds. The Rothschild family was funding them. And they print the fucking money. They control the banking system. So, you know, over the years, mate, they basically took over the whole fucking joint. And they did it through stealing, killing, taking over the land, burning all the fucking properties, killing all the fucking inhabitants, burning the olive trees, burning all the fucking land, mate, and making settlements. And even though settlements are deemed illegal, international law illegal, it does not fucking matter. They'll continue doing it now, more carte blanche than they ever have in history. Now that's like they have permission. It's like little Bibby has got permission to do whatever he wants in the playground. And none of the teachers are going to fucking say anything. They're just going to have their little teacher meeting and nothing's really going to come about of it. They're not going to do anything. They're just going to have their little complaint centre, you know, little complaint box. And then little BB can go back out to the playground again. You know, he's got immunity. He can do whatever he wants. Little BB, you know, he can do whatever he fucking wants, mate. Like, he actually goes over to these countries and does interviews and, you know, goes on the podcasts and tells everybody how moral and just he is. And he's a war criminal, bro. He's a fucking war criminal. He's wanted by the Hague. He's got a war criminal thing. He's got the arrest warrant is out for him. Anybody else, and these cunts would come to your door fucking hunting you down. Anybody else, mate, and they would come hunting you down. There's no, don't tell me that they wouldn't, mate. Don't tell me that they wouldn't. They just wouldn't hesitate on coming to get you, bro. But it's like he's got carte blanche to do whatever he wants, mate. He doesn't have to worry about anything. And it's scary, man, because we're all able to sit back as normal humans, and we're watching it all on 4K, we're watching it all on videos, we're watching the confessions, and they'll sit there and say it's all fake, it's all Hamas. It's all Hamas. They're working for Hamas. You know what I mean? They don't even they haven't even got the gall to stick to their message, mate, to stick what they're doing. I love a tourist. So no, man, it's quite scary. It's quite scary what our governments are willing to do, right? What our governments are willing to do, what they're willing to sign off on, what they're willing to give money to, okay? Just our own governments in every country that we listen to. So I got to appreciate the channel. You know, I've done the analytics on it, done a little bit of looking up the analytics. I've only got 26% of people that aren't subscribed to me that watch. 26%, so that's not a lot. You know, most of my viewers are people that actually subscribe to me. So I didn't know that until yesterday. Analytics, mate, analytics. A lot of male, a lot of female, and a lot of older people. I don't have any younger people. I don't have any, like, very small amounts in the teens or whatever, the middle-aged or whatever. I'm mainly in the older type generation that listen to me, that watch me. So that's why we've been having some of the reactions we've been having, is because we don't have a lot of new subscribers, bro. We don't have a lot. We've got a small amount. 26% is nothing, bro. 26 people out of 100 that aren't subscribed to you, that watched your last stream. And the last streaming, I've worked out that it doesn't matter what you list your internet under, your media under. It doesn't matter what you list it under, members, unlisted, private, whatever the fuck you put it under. It's still going to get views. Because I put that shit on private, mate. As soon as I ended the stream, it was on private, and yet we've still got, you know, a couple of thousand views on a stream. So it's pretty unusual, yeah. That's just life, brother. We're at Seaford Beach, brother. Seaford Beach. Seaford Beach. So I come for a walk, man. You know, we've all got our own personal life that we have to do, mate. We have to take care of and keep everybody sweet. We've all got our things we've got to do, mate. Keep everybody happy. It's not easy as a bloke. That's just fucking life. You'll find that whatever happens in your life, that is just what happens in your life, okay? As long as you've done the right thing, mate, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, brother, then you'll be fine. That's how I look at it anyway. The rest of it, I don't worry about it until I have to worry about it. No good worrying about it. No good thinking about it. No good putting your energy into it. You may as well just keep your energy, bro, and be stum. Be stum, brother, before you say something that you regret, or you do something that you regret, something like that, okay? That's what you're better off to do. Take a couple of steps back and have a bit of a breath. Everybody's hassling you one day, and then the next day you can sort them all out, because you're a fucking man, okay? You're a fucking man. You don't go running away anywhere. You don't go complaining and bitching and moaning. I share my shit with you because that's my channel, but otherwise I don't tear it. I wouldn't be telling anybody. You know what I mean? Nobody would know anything. But I share it with you because this is what you're going to come up against, and this is what you're going to have to deal with, and this is how you fucking get through it, because you're a man. You're not a fucking woman, mate. You're a man. So you got these cunts that fucking on the phone. They're making their demands. They're making their fucking shit against you. They're fucking rah. Mate, just don't react to it. Don't react to it. Just fucking take a step back, you know, take a little step back, and then have a think about it, and then react to it, bro. So, you know, I just made the phone calls, mate, got everybody on the thing. That's the best that I can do for you. That's it. You know, and everybody's happy now. Everybody can make their demands, mate, but there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it, okay? They can make all the demands they want, bro. But, you know, that's the only way you can sort it out. That's the only way you can sort it out. That's what you got to do. So, you know, they can fucking accept your terms or not accept it. But in a court of law, you've made a contract, you've made a verbal contract, and they're the ones that are going to be disagreeing on the contract. So in the court's eyes, you've tried to offer remedy, and they don't want to accept that. That's not your fault. Okay? You have tried to offer remedy, gentlemen, remedy. Okay? You can't walk away from them. You can't say, no, I don't want to pay you, rah. You've got to offer a remedy. And then you can negotiate from there. They want 100 a week. There's just no chance in the world. They don't care about what situation you're in, by the way. They don't care. Okay? They really don't. In their eyes, you should be able to, do whatever they want you to do, right? So, no, mate, you offer remedy. If they don't want to accept it, that's on them. You can't get in trouble from them. You can't get in trouble from that point onwards, because you're the one offering the remedy and they're the one saying no. So what happens after that is you've offered your thing and they have to agree to it. So I offered my remedy to the situation, like, this is what I can offer you, that's it. Because I'm not going to let myself fucking starve. Like, seriously, bro, I'm really not. I've got 2 weeks to go until I get the Seno. You think I want to be sending off 100 there and 100 there? There's the entire fucking Seno, bro. So you're going to be walking around starving fucking hungry. You can't rely on anything. I don't rely on it, especially the fucking channel, mate. I'm gonna fucking show you this fucking shit, mate, when I get off. I'll fucking show you this shit, bro. We had $180, right, for fucking 2 months held by the company. Okay, I've shown you the receipts, right, mate? They gave me $146 fucking dollars, $146 from that. They've kept the fucking rest as just sitting in there for this month's earnings. Like, fucking, I earned that money 2 months ago. That's been sitting in the machine for fucking 2 months. So they still kept fucking $48 or something until next month. So, no, mate, you can't rely on anything. Just fucking keep cracking away, will you? I don't know what I'm going to do with the latex situation. The guy's got the latex but hasn't got containers, rah. I'll leave it this week and see if we hear from him. If not, I'll just tell him, mate, just fill up some Coca-Cola bottles. 2-litre Coca-Cola bottles, and just fucking send them. Like, seriously, that's, like, they don't have to be fancy containers or anything. They can just be 2-litre containers. And just send a few of them. So I've got to get some latex. It's bugging the shit out of me now, bro. Because I have a look at the fake faces on things on memories on Facebook, and I should be making my arts. And then I make the mistake, I put them on Facebook, and then I get people messaging me, asking me for masks. Are those masks for sale? Far out, man. Far out. So no, I've got to get some latex, boys. Got to get my life fucking moving along. I've got to get it moving along a little bit. I've got to try and do something, whether we lose the fucking legal aid or not. I don't give a fuck no more. We've got to get some work behind us. We've got to get some mask making behind us. We've got to get some paper behind us. We've got no paper. We need paper, boys. We've got to get paper behind us. A man is fucking useless without paper. I always told you that, bro. You're fucking useless to the world without resources, mate. You're fucking nobody. And, you can offer your remedy and they don't like it, mate. Too fucking bad. Like, they can only send you a message back, thank you very much. That's all they can do. If they argue with you at all about it or demand more from you, remember, man, they're the professional. They're the professional, bro, with a pronoun and a name tag. So they can't do that, because that's against their fucking, you know what I mean? They'll get into trouble for that. They'll get into trouble for anything other than a thank you letter. So we put both of them on the tag, mate, and that's how we run with life. That's what you've got to do in life, boys. I'm trying to teach you that if you do get a big lump on your fucking on your desk there saying, I want $1,500 for fucking rah. I've shown you the receipts, mate. They're on me fucking channel. I don't hide anything from you. So fucking I just call the cunts up and say, mate, I'm going to give you $50 every 2 weeks. That's fucking it, rah, right? But you're on court record, bro. So you're on court record trying to make a remedy for it, so that they can't say that you didn't offer remedy. But you've got to make sure that you go through with the remedy, boys. You can't just say the words and then in 2 weeks' time you don't give them $50. You've got to give them $50. Okay, $100 if you can. Try and, but $50. That's what you've got to do. That's the minimum. Okay. Anything less, and you can offer them $20 a week, but you're not going to get it paid by the time. You want to get a part of it paid, mate, before you actually the court date. So that if it does come up in court, because you and I both know it fucking will, because you're a man, and they need any evidence against you that they can produce, and you can bet your bottom dollar and your ass hanging to the ground that they're definitely going to find out. Okay? They're definitely going to find out. I don't know what we're going to do about this war. It's not even a fucking war. I'm so sick of people calling it a fucking war. Like, I really am, man. I'm so sick of it being called a war. It is not a war, brothers. This is just total destruction and annihilation of of humans. Humans, brother. I don't care about their religion and shit, dude. You know, you got women and children. You're trying to tell me they deserve the fucking fate that they've been given out? They're dying of starvation, man. You got children and babies dying of starvation, being fucking annihilated by a Nazi regime, calling it war. And then when they get attacked by Iran, they get retaliated by Iran, they go crying, mate. They go fucking crying. You've seen them on the TikToks, they cry. They fucking cry. And then they return to their home. They go back to their European fucking home where they came from. Okay? Like they're at the fucking airport and they get, where you go? I'm going home. I'm going home. I thought you already were the chosen people, right? Isn't this where you live? You know, but as soon as a couple of bombs land, man, oh, fuck no, we've got to get out of here. Yeah, they can't do that in Gaza, bro. They're fucking stuck in Gaza. There's guns at every corner. You know, there's tanks and fucking armors and all kinds of shit over there bombing people away. Bombing, mate. And our own government's not doing shit about it. Our own government sends them money. Fucking Israel sends them money. Fucking bombing fucking everything, mate. Yemen and fucking Lebanon and everywhere. They're just bombing shit. They're killing everybody. Taking over land, mate. They want to make the greater fucking puzzle, right? They're virtually taking over land in Lebanon, Syria, Yemen. They're taking the land over. So they want to get that shit settled too, mate, over there. I don't know what we're going to do about it, viewer, but we have become neutral to it. We've become, used to it. None of us even flinch now. Nobody even blinks an eyelid when there's, 80 killed at an aid centre. It's just a little bit of the newsreel that isn't even on the news. There's nothing on 7, 9 and 10, mate. Go and watch it your fucking self. They're completely protected, bro. Absolutely protected. This Nazi fucking killing machine, mate. And anybody that doesn't think that they're not Nazis, you're fucking, get off my stream. Don't even fucking come anywhere near me, because it's not going to be accepted that they're not fucking Nazis. Because they act like Nazis. They talk like Nazis. They fucking act like them. They're worse than the Nazis, mate. They're fucking worse than them. Okay? They're worse. They're worse because, they should have learnt from their past, right? But no. They're committing the atrocities that are even worse than the past. Worse. And it makes you question everything, doesn't it, viewer? It makes you question all of their fucking bullshit that they've laid out. All of their crap that they've laid out. Like there's a guy on TikTok and all he does is read old newspapers. Old newspapers, okay? And he's got newspapers there that were like 6 years before the war, 6 years before Hitler come to power, 6 years before this and 6 years before that. And he shows you the news articles where they're saying that over 6 million Jews are in Perish. And they had the storyline before Hitler came to power. Before he came to power, the stories were already in the papers. How they're the chosen ones and how they're being, it was a full-on storyline, bro. So I don't know whether you can believe anything these fucking people tell you. Because, their own ministers and their own, defence people get on the news there and they're completely denying what you're watching. Completely denying it. That same minister will go, oh no, Hamas are hiding behind them. Hamas are hiding behind the civilians. We just have no choice but to kill the civilians. Just no choice. They're being used as human shields. But, show me one Hamas soldier. Show me one. Show me a picture, send me a picture to my Gmail of one Hamas soldier that they fucking killed. Okay? One, just one. Okay? Just one. Show me fucking where there's a tunnel. Show me where they've got their headquarters underneath the ground and they're planning fucking rah-rah. I just don't fucking believe anything they say. I really don't. And then, what really brought it home for me was the Hannibal Directive. The good old Hannibal Directive, viewer. The old Hannibal Directive, mate. We've got to have procedures for procedures before procedures. So, they're allowed to kill their own people, man, to save them being hostage. They don't want them to be hostage. They don't want to have to go and do negotiations and rah-rah. So the Hannibal Directive is to kill your own people. It's to kill your own people, bro. Wipe them all out before they get to be fucking hostages. So, I don't know about you, but I quite remember, the same fucking October 8th, October 9th, whatever the fuck date it was, but there were videos of tanks shooting into houses. Shooting into houses, tanks. There was videos of helicopters. It's all dark at night time, and you can see the helicopter coming down and shooting the fucking street. Just shooting it like that with the fucking, just open fire on everything moving. Okay? I seen that. I seen people walking out with flags in their fucking hand. And they get shot. And that was a hostage. That was a hostage. They shot their own fucking people, right? And when you think about it, you know, you can't tell me that it's not possible. You cannot tell me that a government that's like this, or any other fucking government, doesn't pull false flag events. False flag events, viewer. You know, make things happen, you know, so that you get a reaction the way you want, and then you can come in with the new laws and the new things to protect, you know, the people against something that you created. You did it yourself. You know, what is it? Something reaction solution. And the government does it all themselves. It sets it all up. It absolutely sets the whole thing up so that it can get the new laws and new things passed. The same thing as, you know, as them finding a whole bunch of stuff in a truck, and they tried to say that they were going to blow up the fucking synagogue or whatever, and it was actually, there was no explosives, and they knew nothing about a synagogue. It had nothing to do with anything that they were talking about. But based on that, they got new laws passed. You know, the new laws went straight through the parliament without anybody thinking about it. Based on those lies, on those absolute fucking lies, mate. I'm going to see if there's anything on special, boys. I can only buy things that are on the yellow ticket. I'm a bit on the broke side at the moment, so I'm just going to see what the fuck's happening in there and see if the coffee milk is on special for $3. I'll try and buy one of them. And the rest of it, mate, no, we've got to last until fucking 2 weeks. We've got to last 2 weeks, bro. What the fuck? It's all right, man. It's okay. It's okay. Lucky, huh? Lucky. That's all, mate. Just a bit of luck. You never know. You never know, buddy. I think our super chat's at $30-something, $36, I think it is, the super chat. So it's got to get over 100 to get paid out on these cunts, mate. They keep your money forever, bro. They keep your fucking money forever. I think they get interest on it. I'm not sure. Hey, if the if the stream cuts out, it's because the supermarket has the technology, mate, to block the stream. Okay, that's just what they can do. So I can't film the supermarket at all. Tomatoes look nice, eh? $7.90, mate. How much is the lettuce today? $3.50 for a lettuce. I like lettuce, man. I like to eat lettuce with all the meals. Any meal I have, I like to eat lettuce with it. Especially like meat dishes, like spaghetti. I might have spaghetti tonight. That's cheap to make. Yeah, okay, we'll get some spaghetti ingredients. You haven't had spaghetti in ages, eh? None of the cakes are on special. We've got milk. I just wanted a coffee milk, to be honest. Double espresso. Double espresso, yeah, $4. Intense espresso. What's that, man? Extreme caffeine inside. Oh, I think we'll have that one, mate. Warning label on it. Warning, extreme caffeine inside. Intense espresso. It's a dare one. That sounds all right, eh, man? we'll get the triple motherfucker. Okay, man, we'll go down and get some mints. I've got to get some dinner, mate. Bloody thing, mate, bloody thing. Right. Get some mince and some sauce. Stay on your path, gentlemen. Lean pork mince. Extra lean mince. How much are they? $12, $6, $8.50. Right, we'll get lean beef mince. How much is one of them? $9. Fuck. Damn, man. It's $9 for half a kilo of fucking mince. Like, that's incredible. Right, beef mince, $7, half kilo. So $14 a kilo now just for mince. I think it should be more fucking expensive, mate. It's fucking too cheap. Like, seriously, it's just too cheap, mate. These people are just giving out the bargains, mate. It's just fucking cheap, bro, right? You should be in here buying up the joint, mate. Fucking, it's just too cheap, mate, you know? They should be fucking charging more for it, mate. That's what I reckon. That's what I reckon, bro. You know? It's just too fucking cheap, Charlie. You know? It should be more expensive, mate. Fucking Oreos, mate. I can't stand Oreo cookies. And Cocoa Pops is half price, mate. But 300 gram boxes now, man, of cereal. 300 grams. 300 grams, mate, now. Cereal comes in 300 gram fucking boxes, mate. Okay? That's fucking disgusting, bro. 300 grams of cereal for fucking $7. I'm fucking flabbergasted, mate. 300 grams of fucking cereal for $7. Like, that is fucking criminal. That is absolute. I've never even seen a 300 gram box of fucking cereal before, have you? Like, I swear to God, I've never seen that before. Alright. Well, we'll get a thing of Dolmio Bolognese because there's no more Paul Newman anymore. They took the Paul Newman away. Hasn't been available for years, mate, the old Paul Newman. That sucks for you. We'll just get the Dolmio, mate. Fucking Dolmios, mate. I hate Dolmio. I put some chili sauce in it. I put some extra herbs in it, mate. You got to spice the shit up, Dolmio. Damn it, I've got to get it in me back. Alright, we just need pasta, I think. I believe. Always got to make a decision whether I want the tubes or the spaghetti. I might go tubes today, something different. Yeah, I might go the thin penne. We'll get penne today. $2.30, 500 grams. And I've got 300 gram boxes of cereal here for $4, man. 300 grams. Joke, bro. What an absolute joke. How offensive, mate. Right, we've got plenty to drink at home. We've got no juice at home, though. I don't want to go carrying too much, man. So that's it. At least I got some dinner. An onion. I need an onion. Beautiful tomatoes, boys. Cut a couple of them tomatoes up for your pasta. That'll be really nice, mate. Yeah, that'd be nice, man, in your spaghetti. A couple of those tomatoes. Loose onion, man. Oh, here we are, onions. You're right, I didn't know which way.
That's all right.
All good.
Sir,
Can I please have a grocery treatment and stuff, sir?
Yeah, we got onion. Fruit looks really nice, man, but fruit's expensive in Australia. So I haven't bought any fruit for ages, plus my teeth hurt. When I eat the fucking things, my teeth hurt. That's about it for me, mate. Right, I got dinner for a couple of days. I got mince for a couple of days. We'll just keep battling away, mate. We'll just keep battling away. That's all we can do. Just keep battling away, brother. Too many people over there, mate, today. Fucking 80 cents for a fucking onion, boys.
How are you going?
Fucking 18 bucks, bro. Just for 5 items. Brings me down to 140. It's alright, man. It's better than fucking $5, mate, that we used to steal out of the fucking ex-wife's fucking purse, brother. So that is the channel's the YouTube money, mate. Without that, you'd be gone already. Yes, I'm doing that. I am. You never get away with anything in this joint, brother. If you think you're going to knock anything off in there, mate, you're crazy. You're crazy, bro. I think it's got facial recognition in the supermarkets now. Like they know what you're doing, where you're doing it, whatever you're doing, whatever you pick up. They know whatever bag you've put it in or wherever you've done with it, bro. They fucking know. Trust me, you're not going to get away with anything in the Australian supermarket anymore. And, you know, people think, you know, that there are 2 supermarkets in Australia. You know, you got Coles and Woolworths, and then you got Aldi or whatever. And all you got to go onto their shareholder thing, and you'll see quite clearly they're owned by the same company. The same companies own both. So BlackRock and then there's another company, and they own the majority of the supermarket shares. So they are the boss. Okay, so whichever company you go to, it doesn't matter. They're owned by the same BlackRock fucking shareholder people. Okay. So there is no duopoly. It's just 2 companies that own the lot, that own everything. Isn't it amazing how that one company, man, can own most of the world? BlackRock, it owns most of the world. All the shares in the company, everything to do with the company. It controls everything, mate. So when there's war, or what they call war, they are the ones that profit from it. It's quite amazing, man. They'll send over their, what's the big arch, mate? How much is the arch, boys? I'm fucking hungry, mate. How much is the arch? Let me have a look, mate. I can't see anything, mate. Is that better? That's brighter, eh? Oh, well, let me turn this off. I've got the power saving thing turned on. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's better, eh? Right, bang, there we go. You gotta know. Don't know, it looks alright though, doesn't it? Alright. Never mind. Oh, give me a minute, man. Oh, yeah. Let me rest. Over. Let me have a try of that coffee milk. Let me have a taste. Let's have a try. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, mate. It's a lovely day. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? Contains 390 grams, a milligram of caffeine. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Yeah, still charging? Yeah. Alright, you want to help the old man out if you can? That's great, wonderful. Chuck us a blessing. Help me keep me going, bro. Help me keep me going. lorddobbyking@gmail.com is my PayPal, bro. lorddobbyking@gmail.com, that's straight to me. Super chats take a month. They take a whole month to get to me. So I don't get them straight away or anything like that. It's generally a month later. So if you want to chuck me a blessing, thank you very much. I appreciate you. We got internet to pay for in about 3 days, I think. The 28th, whatever that is, 3 days, 4 days. I've got the internet to take care of. Fuck. Anyway, I'd appreciate it, man. And stay on your path, boys. I hope you're having a good day today, a good week. I hope you had a successful week in your business or whatever. I hope you've been doing that, keeping on your path. And staying single. That's the whole thing, man. Stay single, stay on your path, stay on your game. And play the game. There's no reason why you can't date and do all that kind of stuff. You know? But you gotta be on your path, bro. Don't be distracted by fucking bullshit and what women want and what they feel and fucking get caught up in their dramas and crap and fucking shit that they carry on with. Don't even go there. Just, if you can, just fucking keep away from it. Good luck if you're involved in it, because once your girl gets sucked into that, mate, it's fucking pretty much all over. They love a bit of gossip, mate. They love a bit of fucking turmoil. They love a bit of bullshit, and they believe everything, and they don't believe anything. Even though you're the one that's supposed to be their husband or boyfriend, they will believe the gossip over you. Okay, there's a much more threshold for truth than what there is for fabric of bullshit. There's very low threshold for that, proof of it, but a lot of proof is needed to defend yourself. A ton of proof. You're going to need heaps of proof to say that it's not true, and they don't need any proof to say that it is true. So it's all tipped in one side. Lovely day though. Try and get out and enjoy the day, viewer. Try and get out and do something positive for yourself today if you can. We've got too much shit and negativity in the world to go worrying about it. It's not going to go away anywhere. There's nothing you can do about it. Your problems don't seem to go away anywhere. They just go away for another day and then another week and then another month. That's all that happens, bro. But yeah, just keep yourself going, man. Keep yourself going as long as you can. It's not fucking easy, I understand that. You got to go without a lot of things. You got to go without them, man. And you get so sick of fucking going without them, mate. I can tell you that. You get sick of it, mate. I can't go to the restaurants anymore. I can't go and have like a meal, just a fucking one meal that I used to have. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. It's going straight to the psychologist. And then the other half of it's going to the fucking the family court thing, mate. Right now they've got me both paying out on both to keep them happy. To keep them happy, you got to keep them fucking happy, bro. And I'll worry about it in October. But that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do to keep on fucking top of shit, mate. That's just normal. You know, you have to suffer a little bit, boys. You know, there's a couple of nights a week, mate, where last week where because I paid it out and I just had a tin of spaghetti on toast. Spaghetti on toast was one of them, and then I made a spaghetti wrap for the next night. And then went with you guys, did a live stream, we went and got the chicken, and I thought to myself, I'm going to have a slap up, rah. Yeah, that didn't happen. We both know that didn't happen. That was just fucking talky talk. You know, I went home and cooked a few of those chicken wings, put them in the batter, put them in the fucking deep fryer, and just had chicken wings the last 2 or 3 nights. And they're really tasty, man. I've got it down pat. I tell you, I make some good chicken wings, man. I got it fucking down pat now, boys. I got that shit worked out. I really do, man. I got that shit worked out now. So I'm really happy with the way I've been doing my chicken wings lately. I really am, because I make up this really hot sauce that goes with it. And then after they're cooked, you pour them in the hot sauce. And oh my Godfather, man, they're just so nice. So yeah, that's what we did last week. So you got to manage yourself, boys. You know, you got to manage yourself, because don't forget, they don't give a fuck. They'll gladly see you on the street. They'll gladly see you living in a tent. They won't even think twice about it. You know, they'll just look at you and go, see, that's why he can't see his kids. See, that's why he doesn't see his daughter. To them, it just makes sense, right? That's how they think, mate. They're women, brother. They're women. Fucking hard to tell them how they think, bro. Let me tell you, not an easy thing to fucking work out. Thanks, man. I hope you're doing well too, Corey. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. I make a good spaghetti, Dave. I make it last, mate. I make it last. You know, I just do the noodles that I want to eat, and then that's it. I don't make extra noodles and put them in the sauce and all that. That just fucking turns the sauce shit. So, you know, leave the sauce in the thing there for a day or so and then have it tomorrow. And then it's really nice tomorrow, man, because all the flavours have gone into the sauce. But I end up having that for 2 nights in a row. The spaghetti, that'll last me 2 nights of dinners. So then that should get me over the weekend. You know what I mean? Fuck, man, I'm so sick of fucking having to plan fucking rah-rah. I might have to go on TikTok, bro. I got no fucking choice. I got no fucking choice, bro. We'll start doing some battles, get a fucking team. You know, you're going to get to number 1. We're going to fucking rah-rah. I mean, at least these cunts eat, man. At least they all eat, bro. You got to admit, they all fucking eat. Look at the fat cunts. They're all fucking fat cunts, mate. There's no fucking TikToks or thin streamers, bro. They're all fucking fat cunts. So at least we'll get some food. At least we'll get some food. No, I'm only joking, man. I wouldn't last 5 minutes on TikTok. I really wouldn't. Yeah, so no, I don't even bother going on there, man. I don't even bother putting a video on there. I don't even bother really with TikTok except just to flick through the videos and wondering how in the fuck do these people, you know, like it just blows me away. But anyway, that's about it really. The most important thing is, mate, they don't say nothing about Gaza, bro. They don't say nothing, man. They call themselves Palestinian warriors and Palestinian this and Palestinian that. And they don't say a single word about anything because they know they're going to get kicked off if they do. They know that they'll get kicked off, bro. They'll lose their channel and shit. Amazing, eh? No, man, stay on your path. Stay single, boys. Stay on your path. Be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you get pregnant. You know, like seriously, just don't go whopping it in anything, mate. I've seen some fucking really ugly Sheilas, mate, get pregnant by blokes that are tradesmen, and he thought he was just having an empty, and, you know, she had that shit planned, mate. She had that shit planned, bro. Like, she was on the fucking thing and then went off it. And then I asked the guy, and he said, no, she's not on it anymore. I said, what, are you crazy? I said, within a month, she'll be pregnant, bro, within a month. And you've known her, what, 4 months? And she's a single mum of 2. And bang, you know, he said, oh, fuck, Chad, look, man, she's already pregnant. She's already pregnant? What the fuck, dude? So you're locked in, mate. You're locked in forever. So they will trap you, bro. They will trap you. They'll do it all silently. They'll think they're so clever and so smart that they got away with it. Then you don't notice anything. You won't see anything. And, you know, it's not until I pointed those little things out to him and he's fucking woken up. Like he's woken up, you know. The bells have gone off, mate. So, no, be careful in your life, bro. Be careful what you're doing. Be careful who you're with. And get used to being on your own. Just get used to being on your own. You know, when I was young, I used to fall in love with these birds, mate, and used to rely on them, rah, and every fucking one of them cheated and lied. Every one of them. So when you start relying on a fucking woman and that, mate, you're going to end up broken-hearted and fucking empty-hearted. And, you know, you're the one that's paying for everything. Don't forget, they don't pay for a fucking thing, mate, when I was young. Not a single thing did they pay for, mate. Any Sheila that lived with me. They didn't pay for anything. So, and they're the ones that end up cheating and lying, bro. And it ends up being your fault, rah, you know. You did something to make me go and do that. Like, I didn't make you go and sleep with somebody else, love. Like, it doesn't matter what I say or whatever. I didn't make you go and sleep with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, it's your toes that are in the air, love, not mine. Fuck. So, they're really good at turning things around, bro. So that's what I was like when I was young. Don't be like me. Don't be a fucking idiot and believe their shit. Because it's all easy words to say. And it's in their actions. Fair enough, if you've got someone that's treating you really nice, talking to you really nice, doing nice things for you, rah, then you compensate that, mate, by doing the same. You give the same energy as you're getting, bro. Okay? Until they get sick of you or you get sick of them. And then get fucking rid of them. Don't ever be with somebody where you've got to, like, put up with them to be with them. You know what I mean? Like, you're not there voluntarily. You know, you're there because you have to be there and fucking it's hard for you to get out of there. Okay? Anyway. Stay well, boys. Stay on your path. Ladies, I hope you meet someone that you love and you treat really nicely. Okay, I really do. I hope you meet someone that you love and fucking treat well. And you're not nasty to them. You're not freaking... You don't give them the silent treatment. You don't withhold love. You don't withhold affection. You know, like you don't withhold from the relationship in order to get a point across. You know, and all you've done is damage everything even further than what it was before. You've damaged it even more than what it was. Anyway, I don't know how long I'm going to last on live stream, viewer. To be honest with you, I've got too many X's, too many things going out, and I haven't got enough things coming in. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time if I'm not able to come online, it's because I'll just have to turn this off for a month. And I'll catch you next month when I've got this shit sorted out and I can pay for the internet. And that's just the truth of the matter, because I'll get this fucking shit turned off in order to pay the psychologist or pay the fucking court fee. You know, I've just got no choice in the matter, bro. You want to help an old man out? Buy me some latex on fucking eBay. Okay? There's the latex there, brushable latex. I need latex. At least I can work my way out of it and make some masks and fucking help me in that way. Otherwise, man, all I've got is a lot of hands out at the moment, and I haven't got much hands coming in at the moment, so to speak. Yeah, so it's a bit of a hassle right now. Everything's a bit of a fucking stress. Everything's a bit of a worry. I've got to like plan my shit for like a week in advance. Like a week in advance. I'm like scratching my head, you know. But at least I've got something to plan, eh? I can't complain too much. At least I've got something to plan. Better than a lot of other men that have no plans and nowhere to fucking live and absolutely nothing at all. Well, we've got a little bit more than that, haven't we, gentlemen? At least we've got a nice place to live. We're going home now and we'll cook up some spaghetti and that'll be my dinner tonight. At least I've got spaghetti. I'm fucking happy as fuck, man. I've got spaghetti tonight for dinner. Can't afford any of the fuck. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I just walk away. I feel lucky that I've got a coffee milk. I feel lucky at that because next week I won't be able to buy that either. So... And then you'll just last until the fucking Wednesday, bro. You'll just last. And then you're back to it again, you know. You've got another 100 straight out of that again, straight for them. You're back to it again. You're back to the same, you know. But when I look at Gaza, I feel fucking ashamed. I feel ashamed. You know, like fucking seriously, I shouldn't be complaining or whatever at all compared to someone in Gaza that hasn't eaten in 5 days. There is no fucking spaghetti in Gaza, bro. Okay, there is nothing in Gaza. The whole fucking joint's destroyed. And you've got this Nazi fucking war machine, genocidal fucking war machine killing everybody. Wiping everybody out, destroying fucking buildings and nurses and doctors and fucking hospitals and churches and schools and everything else that they fucking destroy, mate. Even the Pope has come out and condemned it, mate. The fucking Pope has come out and condemned these fucks. Like, they really are the fucking worst, atrocious fucking regime that we know about is the Zionist regime. Zionism, mate, Zionist. So no wonder they were kicked out of 115 fucking countries before they arrived in Palestine. 115 countries, mate. Because they do the same thing to every society. They degrade the fuck out of it. They degrade it and degrade it and degrade it, you know? And then they use usury. They loan money for interest and get control of the government. You know, that's what that was going on. That's what happens. The same thing fucking happens everywhere they go. And then anything you say is called anti-Semitic. You're not allowed to say that, rah, rah. It's anti-rah, rah, rah. Like, it's a fucking joke, man. They've got that iron shield in front of them. And the sword is everybody's country. All the different countries and ministers that come out to protect them. Even in Australia, you know, you've got government ministers, man, that won't condemn it. They won't say anything against it at all. Nothing. And I was gutted to find out that so many of these politicians have been on their trips and holidays to Israel, mate. Totally fucking gutted. I'm so sick of waking up every morning and there's another fucking atrocity for me to listen to. Like, it's never fucking ending. You know, and today was the highest one. They must have a little plaque for themselves on the wall. You know, 115 killed and a couple of hundred people injured, getting humanitarian aid today. 115, viewer. 115 fucking people killed getting food aid. Food aid. Not soldiers, unarmed civilians, women, children, starving men. Starving women, you can see in their faces and their hands and their legs and their arms. They haven't eaten in days. Fucking days, bro. And they're killing them. Head shots, groin shots, stomach shots. They're actually like target practice, these cunts. There was one ex-soldier that says on one day it'll be only abdomen, on the next day only head shot, on the next day only groin shot. He said every day we're only allowed to shoot the one target, the one area of the body. And that's why every day they're getting the influx. One day it's this, one day it's all of that. And the doctor said we couldn't work out how all the patients have got groin shots. All the patients have got stomach shots. And that's because that's what they do, man. They make it a game. They make it a game for the soldier, you know, to see how many you can shoot only in the groin or only in this area. These people are sadistic and evil, bro. The true evil of the world is fucking the Nazi regime, mate. And they're not, and it's called Israel. You don't have to worry about fucking the Nazi Germany, mate. You got to worry about fucking Nazi Israel coming to knock on your door to offer you peace. Peace and security, that's what we're going to offer you. We're the most moral person in the world. We're the most moral people in the world. We're God's chosen people. Can you imagine wearing that shield, God's chosen people, and you're over there fucking annihilating entire civilizations? Lebanon, Syria, Yemen. Look these people up, man. They are killing fucking people everywhere right now. They've got 8 war fronts. 8. They're in 8 different war fronts right now. That's why they needed so much armaments. You know, $510 million US of armaments were sent to the Zionist fucking Nazis, mate, to rearm themselves. And I don't understand why any country would ever believe anything that Ishmael says, mate. They have broken every peace treaty, every fucking peace deal that they've ever made. They break it. They do it. You know, a peace deal for them is just them to rearm. That's all it is. Get enough time to get more bombs, get enough time to rearm everything, and get more powerful bombs this time, and show all our neighbours how poor we are because, you know, we got look what happened to us. Look what happened to us. And then as soon as they get those rearmaments in, man, they just fucking bomb the shit out of everything. They really do. They just go to fucking town and bomb everything. And the only one that retaliated was Iran, and I'm pretty sure they're leaving Iran alone. You know, they're not going anywhere near Iran, right? No, they'd rather go and bomb fucking Syria. Lebanon, Yemen, there's a whole list of fucking countries, bro. Now they're bombing everything, mate. Complete genocide. Total fucking genocide of a... Anyway, man, it's really sad. I woke up this morning and that was the latest thing. 115 killed and 167 or something injured, something like that. So you are really going to town on these people, man. Like you are really, you know, you're really fucking doing your best you can to injure as many people as you can, to kill as many people as you can, and all at the same time you're going to blame Hamas. Hamas is in the crowd. Hamas is going to steal the food. Hamas is hiding behind the women and children. So we just have to destroy everything. We have no choice. It's your fault. You need to give up the Hamas soldiers and give back our hostages. You know, like you're fucking kidding, aren't you? You know, until we get, and then I thought that was the end of the thing. I thought once they get their hostages back, rah. No, mate, Netanyahu has already come out and stated that it does not end even when they get the hostages back. They will not be ending it. It will be, you know, until they control everything and they've got Gaza back and they're settling Gaza and so it doesn't end. That's my point to you. It won't end. You know, it'll just continue, mate, on to the next countries. Because they're a war machine. That's all they fucking are. And they're owned and controlled by the Halliburtons and the BlackRocks. And, you know, they're the ones that are earning the money out of it, the shareholders. You know, the Zionist fucking, stock market rose 150%, you know, during this war. It's rose, man. They're earning billions and billions of dollars. You know, these companies that are supplying the bulldozers and the fucking, you know, all the equipment and the food and everything else, mate, to the soldiers. That's all one company. All one company, man. The one company's earning millions and millions of dollars out of all of this. You know, millions. And it'll never end. You got war for the next 10 to 15 years. At least. It'll never end. That's my point to you. lorddobbyking@gmail.com, viewer. lorddobbyking@gmail.com. All right? lorddobbyking@gmail.com, mate. Give us a subscribe, give us a follow. That's my PayPal. You want to send me $5 or whatever, that's my PayPal. Help the old bloke out. Fucking mental, bro. At least I can keep functioning. I get a bit worried, bro. I really do. I get a little bit worried for myself. You know, I actually worry about it. Forget about I'm keeping everybody else fucking happy. You know, the court's happy, the psychologist is happy, everyone's fucking happy. But, yeah, you know, you get a bit dire straits, bro. A little bit dire straits. So take care of yourselves, gentlemen. Take care of yourselves. I hope you're surrounded by some love in your life. I hope you have someone in your life that loves you, that isn't fake, and it's not lies. You know, when the person opens their mouth to you, it's not fucking lies and bullshit that you're hearing, and you can actually believe what they're saying. I hope you have that in your life. You know, I really do, man. I hope when that person says, I love you, that you can actually believe them and you know that they're not full of shit and they're not just fucking lying. The horrible thing that is that, man, is knowing that they're lying. You just know it. You just fucking know it. It's horrible. Horrible to fucking deal with. Fucking poor Gazans, mate. Damn, boys. I got him, boy. Did you see that? I got one. Did you hear that fucking yank, mate, in that tape? And he's one of the soldiers, and obviously he's firing on the fucking thing, and he pipes up and says, I got one. And he's like happy with himself, and that Yankee fucking voice they've got, that real country bumpkin fucking voice. I got one. Who in the fuck is he talking about, mate? Unarmed fucking civilians getting food, and he got one, and he's fucking happy with it. I've never seen people that are so brazen now. Like, just brazen, mate. These fucks need to be put in their place. I really hope that the Nuremberg trials were real and that they don't just exist for fucking, you know, the Nazis fucking back then, that they should exist for the Nazis that they are now. Did you hear about some guy, an IDF soldier in Germany, bro? He was on holidays and they've put him on fucking war crimes trial, mate, in fucking Germany, mate. Okay, they put the evidence together, they proved that he fucking did it, and bang, they've got him on trial. So he's the first war criminal, mate, going on trial at the fucking Hague or whatever. And that's current, mate. That's current, 2025. That's what's amazing, man. This is not all 1950s. This is not all history we're talking about. You know, this is not something that, oh, look what happened, we should never let it happen again. How many fucking years did these Jews fucking say that to us, bro? Don't let it ever happen again, you know, rah. And here are these fucking regime Nazis, bro. And what are they doing? They're fucking destroying everything. Destruction, mate. And our own governments, man, will sit back, and I think that's the plan for us. You know, I really do. I don't think our government would hesitate, mate, in putting people in camps and fucking food aid and, you know, they're just sitting back and seeing how it plays out, right? Whatever happened to the UN army? Didn't the UN have an army, man? I remember when I was young, the UN had like these soldiers with fucking white hats on and they had like UN written on the front. Whatever happened to them people? Like if something happened, right, they used to send the UN soldiers in and they would help rah, even though they're all cunts too. They fucking rape and fucking shit. You know, like they did a lot of fucking bad shit. But still, man, there was no civilians being killed, were there? So I don't know, man. That doesn't exist anymore. That's been taken off the belts. Doesn't exist now, huh? Scary, eh? Scary. Anyway, man, this bag is fucking heavy now. I've got to put the bag down. Like, my shoulder's really starting to hurt me now. I'll hold it up with my hand. Might be better. Whew. Oh, I'm not fussy, Jason. Just enough to eat, man. Keep going. Not really. I don't really think about it. Never happens anyway, bro. It never happens anyway, man. It's all talky talk, rah rah. Never happens anyway. Once every now and again. The rest of it's all down on my shoulders, mate. They just like to watch and make fun of, you know, put down, make videos if they can, you know. That's about it, really. And they like to say to themselves, see, I told you, you know, rah rah. But they'll watch it for years and years for free. They will absolutely leave as many nasty fucking comments as they want and make videos that they want. I've deleted 5 people from the channel just this week alone. Just their nasty fucking messages they send me. You know, and the nasty messages they've left in my chat, because I read the fucking chat when I finish. And I'm not putting up with it, but I'm not going to give you the attention or them the attention that they want. You know, we'll just get rid of them on the quiet. But, you know, and I'm sick of... Night stream, mate. Jobless. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're happy, healthy, well. Hope you got someone in your life that loves you, bro. It's cold, mate. Cold, okay? It's fucking cold, okay? That's all I can tell you. It's fucking cold. And I got to get down to this shop. I got 15 minutes to get down there. Oh, no, I can go to the other shop and get him a pack, can't I? Yeah. Okay. No, I've got the other bottle shop I can go to and get him a packet of smokes. Fucking, he just gets home. Oh, God, man. It's getting a little bit fucking dark, mate. Wait a minute, I understand why. I've got the power saving thing turned on. That's why. There you go. Why is it fuzzy like that, bro? Why is it fuzzy like that, man? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day to be a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Always stay positive, boys, if you can. Whatever's going on in your life, mate, just try and stay positive. You're not a bad bloke. You're not trying to do the wrong thing or whatever. You're just fucking surviving, mate, in the world that you've been given. You know, that's all you're doing, mate. You're surviving. I'm lucky, man. Like I am. Like, to get to where I am now, I feel very lucky. You know, it took a lot of work to get the apartment and get the money together for that, and it took all of that, dude. And I paid for all the courses. I did all of that. So no, man, I worked really hard. I saved every fucking penny I could to get that shit done. So stay on your path, man. You know, stay on your path always. You never know what's going to happen around the corner, bros. That's the thing. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to come into your life, who's going to fucking go out of your life, who's going to walk away from you, who's going to stick with you. You never know what's going to happen in life, mate, until you give it a go. You know, you got to give it a go, bro. You got to give it a go. Thank God someone's got some light around here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, always look on the bright side of life, mate. Yep. Doesn't matter what you're fucking going through. Shit, we'll get through, man. We'll get through it. We'll get through it, mate. That's just life. Fucking shit's expensive anyway. You know, you cook a meal and fucking how much gas you fucking use, right? But anyway, I'm a few $100, mate, so they turned me off, switched me off. I give them $20 or whatever, fucking, you know, I'm on the centre, mate, fucking, you know, that's just life, right? I try not to use anything. So, we'll keep the electricity fucking planned, we'll keep the electricity cracking. Try not to lose, you know, fucking hell, bro, you end up living in a fucking cave. But you got a roof over your head, mate, that's what's important, right? You got a roof over your head, mate, you're still in the battle. Just got to get your shit more together. Right now, you've got a lot of siphoning coming out of you, a lot of outtake, so to speak. So keep it under wraps, boys. You got to do what you got to do. You got to fucking survive the way you got to survive. These people need to be paid. You know, professionals, they don't take fucking no. So if you don't pay them, they end up taking you to court even more than these companies do. So you don't want to go into court in October and the lady's gone, "Oh no, he hasn't paid me." Like, it's not a good look. It makes you look like you're an irresponsible father. That's what they'll put it down to, being irresponsible as a father. So you got to make a contract with them, a thing, and then stick to it. Make sure you pay them. It doesn't matter what it does in your life, mate. It doesn't matter how much, you know, it fucks up me. I've got to make sure that that's paid. You know, I can't ever go into court in October, mate, and that's exactly what she'll say. I'm an irresponsible father. You know? It's funny how one relates to the other, isn't it, boys? You know, like, you're not, it's got nothing to do with your fatherhood, but that's what they'll say. That's irresponsible because you didn't pay. You didn't get it paid. Stay on your path, boys. Stay strong. You know, stay strong. Just deal with the cards that you've been dealt. If you've been dealt them, that's what you got to deal with, right? That's not going to happen all the rest of your whole thing. That's not going to be for life. That doesn't mean that it's set in stone. That doesn't mean that that's going to be your life forever. That is just your life for now. And that's what you got to think in life as you go along in life, boys. Because otherwise everything will just get you down. Everything will get you down and down and down, bro. Because right now there's a lot of negative. There's a lot of negative, man. You got to try and think of the fucking positives to keep hold of it, to grasp that fucking, hang on to that fucking bit of positivity in your life. You got to grasp it, man. You got to hold on to it, because you don't have a lot of positivity going in your life. You know, fuck. So that's why I do this for thee, man. I do this for you, man. So that, you know, at least he's got, you know, if I ever needed a meal and stuff, he's given me a couple of meals along the way. You know, when I didn't have any meals at home, and he gives me $5. So he's trying to do the right thing, mate. You understand? He's not trying to use you. He's not trying to do anything wrong. And I could use the $5. So I don't watch TV or anything, man. There's nothing on TV I've watched in fucking 6 months, 8 months. So everything I do is on the computer or on my phone. That's just how my life is. Yeah, man. Stay on your positives, bro. If you can, think of your positives. A lot of negatives in there, eh? Oh, gosh. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine, won't you be mine, won't you be my neighbour? My back hurts a little bit. My shoulders hurt. This is the beach path, mate. That's the beach right there. I've just got to go down to these little shops down here. And then I'll catch the bus and drop him over to him. I should be back pretty soon. Hopefully before the sun goes down. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Oh man, let's get over to the sun. Get up here, man. 1 minute. We'll get out of this darkness. It's a bit on the dark side, man. 1 minute, okay? There's a trail I can take. Take me out of here. This is just the quiet way. If I go on the street, man, it's too loud. Too many cars. Oh, far out, dude. Here we go. This is much better. Oh, Mrs. Wong's is open tonight. The old Chinese restaurant, mate. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to, YouTube. I'm trying to, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Just get out of the house for a little while, clear my head, and see which way I want to go. And yeah, I'm pretty worried. But I've always been worried, mate. Every fucking time I turn around, I've got something to be worried about. Like, seriously, bro, really, you know? It becomes a fucking joke after a while, mate. You know, there's never a... I get a few hours of peace or whatever, thinking I'm on top of it, and the next thing you know, the next Gmail comes in, mate. Fucking next Gmail comes in. So I'm back to fucking getting jammed again. But all these professionals are... As long as they're happy, bro, as long as I've got these professional people fucking happy, you know, that's the problem. Got to get his money out of the paper. Then I'll go and buy him for it. I don't think I'm in front though. I'm going to have to charge him $2.90 next time. Tell him that the fucking machine fee's $2.90. Because I'm paying for the fucking machine fees, mate. So that's not really fun. It's not fun anymore to do that. But he's a nice guy, man. Give me 2 seconds, man. I'll get this packet of smokes. Here we go. Oh, the old man. There's an old man, like he lives just 5-6 bus stops away. And he's a nice old man, mate. I've known him for a long time. And, you know, I get the smokes a lot cheaper than he does. So, I don't know, it's just become like a routine. You know, the guy puts like $25 in my account, $20 in my account, $23 in my account. And I get him a packet of smokes and take it around to him, mate. Just put it in the box for him. And, you know, normally it's early. He lets me know, you know, early kind of thing. But today, not early. fuck, man, look at that, eh? Why can't I get one of them, man? Damn, boys. Fuck. Yeah, so I just drop them over to him, and I get a couple of bucks out of it because I'm broke ass. So $5 is $5. I just happen to think about the bank fees. That's the first time I've thought about it, to be honest. So I just ask him for an extra $3 next time. The things we got to do, mate, to just make things fucking roll along. You know, just to roll along a little bit. That's what you have to do. We were delivering fucking green, mate, there for a long time. $5 a delivery. Although I was fucking busy, bro, I can tell you that, man. I do probably 10 deliveries in one go. And then while I'm out there, I'm phone called and I'm delivering over to here and delivering over to there. And they're all local, all within 10 minutes of each other. It's not like a big trip or anything. I just covered the South Yarra area. Nothing, man. Nothing, mate. Sorry. Nothing. No, nothing at the moment. Haven't even thought about it, mate. It's, I don't know, 7 o'clock. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock at night. I don't know. I'll just do this project. I've got to do this for him, and then I'll think about it later. Right now, we're minus the gas, mate. We're minus gas at home. So, my friend's got an electric hot plate, so I can cook on that if I wanted to. I was going to cook some spaghetti up. I did get the materials for the spaghetti. I just got a little bit down with the whole thing, really. So, had to lie down for an hour. And then I just got a phone call and, yeah, okay, mate. It gives me a reason to get out of fucking bed, to be honest, Zeddy. It gives me a reason to get out of bed. There's no good me lying in fucking bed, mate, because I won't sleep later. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning and that, I won't be able to sleep because I've been lying in bed. So I just try and get out and go for a walk and tire myself out a little bit. That's the only thing that I know what to do to keep it going, keep my mind all right, That's it. But I kind of like pat myself on the shoulder a bit, I have got these other people on their payment plan, so to speak, you know what I mean? So I have got that off my shoulders, but now in order to do that, I've got to sacrifice one to do the other. And that's what we did. So now we have to deal with that. So I'll just fucking run it as I run it, mate. That's life. I'll try and grab a fucking shower next door at my mate's there next door if I can. Who knows? But otherwise, yeah, we'll just fucking go as we go along, mate. Just boil up a bit of fucking water or whatever and have a shower, mate, have a wash, have a wash that way kind of thing. That's life, mate. That's life, okay? No good crying about it or whatever, man. Fucking hell. You've just got to pay these fucking people off. And you've got no choice in the matter, really, bro. Like, you've got to pay for the psychologist for your daughter. You have no choice in the matter. It must be paid. And because that'll cost you dearly in the future in court. Because you'll be known as irresponsible father. That's what they'll label you in court, in family law court. Irresponsible father. So even if it brings a little bit of, what do you call it, hurt to your life, you've still got to do it, mate. You can't say anything, mate. You've got to fucking do it. So that's it for that. And then we're putting money towards this family law court thing in October, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything. Fucking, mate, if I can't afford it, I'm just going to turn up anyway. I'm just going to fucking go anyway, mate. I very much doubt whether I'll have any kind of savings in order to pay that at all. So that doesn't mean I'm giving up. It doesn't mean I'm going to get down. I was thinking about it earlier because I started getting a bit sad about it, And no, it doesn't change anything, mate. You still go to court. You still turn up. Irregardless of whatever's whatever, you still go to court, mate. You still turn up on the day. Whether they want to proceed or not, well, you'll deal with that on the day when it comes to it, bro. That's when you'll deal with it. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you, Adam. Appreciate you, man. And you too, Ghost. You too, man. I hope you're well too. Yeah, so I go for a walk, Liddy. That's it. I go for a walk. Just try and clear my fucking head a bit. I go for a walk. Catch a bus. Go and drop it over to his mailbox. And that's it, man. Send him a text when I get home. And that's our business done. So he'll be fine now for another 3 or 4 days, I suppose, something like that, 4 or 5 days. And then he'll text me again and ask me to go and get him another packet. And that's fine, mate, that's fine. I think he gave us like noodles or something last time, if I remember correctly. Something with chicken in it he gave us. Remember that thing, pasta dish or whatever? So he's quite nice to me, man. He does give me a bit of a feed. And he does give me $20, you know. I've got to pay for the smokes, but it's normally about $5 left over. So, you know, he's not asking me for nothing kind of thing, you know what I mean? He's not asking me to do shit for free. So, I don't mind, man. It gets me out of the house for a little while. Stops me thinking about fucking negative shit and what's going to happen. You know, what will be the result of it all, you know. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold every night, mate. I've got a big jacket on and I've got 2 jumpers on. I've got a jacket and 2 jumpers, man. 2 pairs of socks. 2 pairs of socks because my feet are old. I've got old feet. They get cold. So 2 pairs of socks. But it should get me out of the house for a good hour or so. It's 6 o'clock now. It should get me out of the house for a good hour or so. Let me think a little bit. Let me clear my mind a little bit. And just wonder what we're going to do tomorrow. Or wonder what I'm going to do later on tonight. Yeah, just wonder what I'm going to fucking do. So, I don't know. I might eat dinner really, really late. Cook a spaghetti or something really, really late. Other than that, I don't know, man. I'm like depressed and fucking sad and shit. So you don't eat as much when you're in that fucking mind frame. You just don't eat as much. Like, it's not like things could get fucking much worse, right? They get worse and worse and worse, you know. And we're not even being a nuisance streamer. We're not doing anything wrong to anybody else's life. We're making a lot of other people happy. Like, you know, everyone's getting paid. But you have to, you know, in order to do one, you've got to give up the other. There's just nothing that I can do about it, right? Otherwise, you're not going to have any food to last you until you could pay it, right? But you won't have anything left over. You'll have nothing. You'll be living on $110 or something for 2 weeks. So you won't survive. You won't fucking survive. Even if you just bought a few packs of chicken, you could eat the chicken for the entire week. Just a couple of drumsticks every day, and maybe a potato. You know, you'd have to really limit yourself, bro, to your intake. So at my age, it's not good for the stress. It's just not good for stress. It's just not. It's just not, man. It's just really bad for my health at my age. So I'm trying to live some kind of normal life, bro. Some kind of fucking life, yeah? Not an everyday, you know. But I'm lucky, man. I get to come home to my own little place. I got my own little 1 bedroom. I'm fucking lucky about that. I'm lucky about that. I've got a bed to sleep in. I don't have all that negative energy around me. You know, I don't have to breathe the air of the negativity. You know, I don't have to have that hovering around me. I'm not hanging out with somebody that completely ignores you and treats you like a total cunt, you know, and all you've done is, you know, because you're ugly. You're ugly and old and, you know, I could do better than you and you know what I mean? They've already got that attitude, mate. So it's a lot of negative every day. And that really aged me. You know, I aged a lot during that life. I aged a lot in that time. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it, man. You have to try and keep some kind of energy in your mind, mate. Hopefully it's not negative. You know, hopefully it's not, mate. But I'm not on any meds and I'm not psycho or fucking anything like that, mate. So you can understand why Spidey Boy went fucking off, bro. You know, he got to a point where he understood he's not going to be doing anything on here at all. And it's basically a waste of my time. And it just sent him fucking crazy, mate. It sent him crazy. It sent him off the fucking rails, bro. He really did. So yeah, that's why he made the threats that he did. That's why he went the path that he took. Because he's gone fucking nuts. You know, you're doing all that work, mate, 14 hour streams, mate, and you're not even pulling $20 US. You know, you're lucky to do that. You're lucky, man. You'd be lucky to do $20 US for a live stream. So it's not a whole lot, bro. He's going to rely on it to eat and feed himself. Shit, dude, you can't even buy a coffee milk, mate. Okay? So that kid's gone crazy. That kid's gone nuts. That's what happened, man. And now the kid's he's facing 5 to 7 years, bro. 5 to 7 years. So, not good for the kid, mate. Not good for the kid. I think he's 22 or something now. He's 22. But they're going to hold him in there, mate. Even if they don't give him the nick, they're going to hold him in there for a long, long, long time, mate. A long, long time. And mental, mental health check. And he'll need to do psychiatric reports. He'll need to do all of that, bro, before they even let him out the door. Before they even thinks about getting out of the door, he's going to go through a lot of tests. A lot of stuff he's going to have to get done in order to get out. He's not going to get a free pass, so to speak. Scary, eh? Mental health check, bro, that's it. I think it's section 32 or something like that, they call it. And they can hold you indefinitely. Indefinitely. Okay, until you're proven to them that you're not a rah-rah. Because what happens if they let you out and you go and do something, man? You know, you go and do something to this person or do something to that person, whatever. They're responsible, mate. They're responsible. You know? Damn, man, that shit's solid, eh, man? Didn't even melt, bro. Didn't even fucking melt, mate. That shit, that gelato fucking shit, dude. It just fucking remains solid. Even the ants aren't fucking eating that shit, man. Look at the ants are fucking running away from it, dude. Even the ants aren't eating that fucking gelato around the corner, man. That must be some real shit. Because the fucking ants aren't eating it. I mean, that's pretty full on, man. It's caked in there, eh? It's been there for a long time, eh? And the ants haven't touched it, mate. It must be some real shit in that fucking thing, man. They're not eating it. The ants aren't even eating it. Damn, dude. I'm glad I didn't have an ice cream there. Or a gelato there. It's not even fucking ice cream. That is correct, yeah. The governments are completely fucking complicit in it all. They're complicit in it all, man, and they're trying to come down on streams that are talking about it. They're trying to come down on TikTok streams that are talking about it. They tried to have me, done today for, because it's now anti-Semitic for you to talk about the war. It's anti-Semitic, mate, for you to talk about it. You're not allowed to discuss it at all, okay? It's anti-this and anti-that. So, you know, because they deny everything. They deny absolutely everything. And if it did happen, it's Hamas's fault. Hamas's fault. Hamas hiding behind them. You know, they're all soldiers. Hamas is hiding behind them. So that's what we have to do. You know, we have no choice but to kill everybody. Destroy all buildings. Just destroy everything. Mate, 115 were killed yesterday at an aid centre. 115, mate, were killed yesterday at an aid centre. So totally feral and horrible things. 115, mate, in one day, and 167 were injured, mate. So basically, they're taking pot shots, you know, and they're doing it to get 50 to 100 killed every day, 50 to 100, because every single day that's what it is. It's 50 to 100 people are killed. So it's get them in, mate, and knock them off. And the whole world is watching in 4K. The whole world is watching it live stream. And the Zionists will come out and deny it all. Just deny everything. You know, they're all Hamas. They're all Hamas. They just deny everything, man. That's all they do. They're professional deniers and liars. And it's like everything they say is a confession. Everything they say that didn't happen or they're going to happen or Hamas has done is a confession. It's their own confession. That's what they've done. You know, we've seen the videos. They use them as human shields. They get the guy to walk in front of them, and he's got the mouth is covered, and he's going through the buildings with the soldiers behind him. You know, he's the human shield, bro. That's the human shield right there. So they do it with all the buildings and everything, man. They do it with it all. Wipe everybody out. Oh, this is Australia, mate. I'm in Australia. This is a place by the ocean. A little place by the ocean. We're on a mission. We're on a bit of a mission. I'm just dropping a deck of things off to a mate. With this old mate of mine. And he's got to work tomorrow, and he finished work late today, and he's asked me, you know, please, man, I won't have any cigarettes for tomorrow. So, yeah. Man, if this was a man, she would not be allowed on. If she was a man, that would not happen. They wouldn't open the doors for you. If that was a man, seriously, man, if that was a man, he would have told you no, go away, because he's not allowed to. That's illegal by law. He's not allowed to pick up anybody here, but on a bus stop, he's not allowed just to open the doors up, and that's only because it's a woman. Only because it's a woman, gentlemen. Okay, that's the woman's privilege right there. The woman's privilege. That is terrible, bro. Because I've seen men get knocked back. I've seen men, even myself has been knocked back when I'm not at the bus stop, and I was at the over this bus stop here, and the guy refused, just kept driving past me. So that's a woman's privilege for you right there, brother. That's terrible, man. In case you haven't noticed, we've got 4 cops patrolling everywhere here. It's pretty bad here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. We've got a lot of things happening on the trains. We had an incident with a young lady that got raped on the train, mate. She got raped, bro. Okay, and on the train itself, man. Can you believe that shit? That was only 2 or 3 stops away that happened. Yeah. So since then, the patrols have gone through the roof. Especially if you go to Frankston. You go into Frankston itself, oh mate, there's cops everywhere. There's cops tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night. There's cops everywhere, bro. And they don't catch anybody. They just sit at the station. They don't walk around. They just sit at the station. I mean, we had a guy on live stream come up to us with a KI NFE and demanding my wallet. Right, he's got it in his hand. He's demanding my wallet, and I just put the camera around and said, mate, you're on live stream, and you're on here for attempted rah-rah. It's probably not a good idea. And the guy just ran. He took off running down the road because he's standing there with a KI NFE in his hand, bro, and he's demanding my wallet. I'm broke, bro. Good luck to that. But anyway, that's attempted armed rah-rah. Okay, so you're looking at 2 to 5. You're looking at 2 to 5. Yeah, if you don't have a ticket, bro, yeah. If you don't have a ticket, yeah, they're all over you. Yeah, if you don't have a ticket. They won't catch any of the pedos. Don't worry about that. They'll all get away. They'll all be protected. Anyway, man, I was talking to this bloke today, and he said that I was a friend of his is a copper, a constable. And anyway, one day the constable was at the beach, and he went to go into the men's toilets to use the toilets, and this old guy walked in and grabbed him, by the shalonga, and so he was arrested. He's arrested, right? And he was taken down to the police station, and all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose, mate. He's the Chief Judge of the Federal Court of Australia. The Chief Judge. He's the Federal Court of Australia. So he's Mr. Bigwig. He's Mr. Bigwig, mate, okay? And he's down there, trying to get men in the men's toilets at the beach. So yeah, they're all in there, mate. And he's protected. That was the end of the story. He's totally protected. They held his name and told him that he's not allowed to do any cases that have anything to do with homosexuals or anything to do like that, or any children's pedos, stuff like that. He's not allowed to do those cases anymore. And he had already done 187 cases, and they didn't call them back. They didn't call them back because the information will be secret. So none of those prisoners will know that this guy's actually been charged, which would change the outcome. Okay, change the outcome of it. And he let a lot of people out. He let them off. When he was the judge, he let them off. I don't have a wallet, mate. I got fucking nothing in it. There's nothing in it, mate. It's not worth taking. I was just lucky I was on live stream. Just turned the camera around, put it on him, let him know he's on live stream, and you've just admitted to that. So that's good. You're better off just to take off like you did, bro. You really are. You're going to get into a lot of trouble, mate. It's like, Spider Boy saying what he said on live stream. You can't say that shit, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know what world you live in or whatever you're thinking, or because you're certainly not on the DRUGSs. You don't have any. You don't have any. You're totally broke. You don't have any DRUGSs. That's why you're in there begging them to give you money in order for you to go and do rah-rah. He's in there begging it, mate. You know, please send me money for 150 for a BAG. That's what he called it, you know, at the word. So, you know, some person sends him $30 for alcohol, bro. So he sits there drinking the fucking whole lot of it, gets totally drunk, takes the ferry and starts screaming out all of this stuff that he's going to do. And I don't know what they think. I really don't know what you're thinking, because it's not going to put any gifts in your pocket. It's not going to make anybody PayPal you, and you're going to get into a lot of trouble for absolutely nothing. And there's no payoff. There's nothing, bro. There's not a single dime in any of that. So I don't know why you would want to do that to yourself. And Johnny Somali, he's going to do some serious time, though, that guy. They are not going to let him out of North Korea, mate, or South Korea, wherever the fuck he is. He's gone. And that Vitali guy, maybe, he is going to get that ass fucking smacked, bro. I can tell you that. It's going to be chumpy fucking Vitali, mate. But those cheeks are going to get plenty of worked out. He's not going anywhere. For years and years and years, mate, they're going to be sitting in a foreign jail. Good luck to them, mate. Spider Boy's lucky that he wasn't in Japan, or he wasn't in one of these other places that, you know, you can't do that in businesses like here. For the women, they do vibrant, yeah. For women, yeah. They'll slam in your face. The same doors will slam in your face, and they'll open for a woman without a doubt. Yeah. They have the privilege, the entitlement. That's what they have. I've dead set seen men get turned back right at that same corner. I swear to you on Bible that even I was told no, and I was at the other bus stop. I ran to the other bus stop. I missed that bus stop. Oh, finally the cops are here, mate. They're going to test everybody, bro. See if it gets pulled up, mate. See if they pull up any cars. They haven't been here for a long time, man. These cops, they're just setting it up, bro. They're just setting it up now. So no one's getting done. I wonder if they test the bus driver, man. I wonder if they do that. Or they just only test the drivers. Melbourne at night, mate. Melbourne at night. It's a nice trip, man. I don't mind the trip. It's only a few bus stops, and then it's only a few minutes wait before the bus comes back again. It's not like it's a big, you know, hours and hours of trip for me or whatever. One of the best tacos over there, mate. It's called the Taco Bar, next to Domino's. It makes really good tacos, mate. The pulled pork taco is excellent, bro. And around $3 for a taco, something like that, $4 for a taco. Really enjoyed those tacos, mate. I really did. I haven't been there for a long, long time. That taco place. No car, mate. So got to catch the bus all the way to here and then go there, wait for the bus to come back again. Fuck, dude. Looking at 2 hours, something like that. The bus is every 40 minutes. So you'll probably get there, get your food ordered, and you walk back and the bus would arrive. Live stream, mate, YouTube, bro. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. I don't know why you guys don't even give me a thumbs up on the stream at all, man. You know, you don't support my channel at all, hey, bro. But I've got 76% of people that are subscribed to me watch my channel, and only 26% that aren't subscribed to me watch my channel. So there's a big difference between it. You know, a lot of people that are already watching, man, you think that they would leave you a thumbs up if they come back and come back. But they don't even do that. Mate, only one thing will make me stop a live stream, bro. Only one thing, you know? One thing will make me stop a live stream, mate. It's a phone call from the kids. The kids override everything, mate. Doesn't matter if I'm on the live stream or whatever, bro. Does not matter. So my daughter called. Beautiful to hear the kid's voice, mate. She's so much braver than her dad, mate, I tell you. My daughter, have I ever told you about her, mate? I got two oldest daughters. And my daughters are so brave, mate, so fucking brave. You know, compared to what I am, mate, I'm gutless. I'm gutless, bro. I really am, in comparison. My daughter has stage 4 epilepsy, stage 4. So very, very serious epilepsy, you know. And she's so brave, mate, compared to me, because she's so used to the epilepsy. She's so used to it, you know, going through all the procedures and all the things that she has to go through, mate, to keep herself stable. And my youngest daughter doesn't have anything. She hasn't got any epilepsy or anything. But my oldest does, and she's got stage 4. So the most serious of all epilepsy, yeah, that's what she has. So she's so brave, mate. She really is. She's so brave, and a lot more guts than Dad has. A lot more guts than I'll ever have, mate. To be honest. So that's why we get off the live, mate. Because only the kids matter. Only the children matter, mate. Well, that's all that matters to me, anyway. You know, if my daughter's calling, then that's it. Live stream gets turned off, and you pay attention to your daughter, and I'll give her another phone call later when I get home, and I'm sitting down and I get home. I'll give her another phone call later. But very serious, mate. She is having a new thing. There's a new epilepsy thing, operation that she's going to have. They put a thing inside your chest and they monitor everything, mate, inside your chest, bro. So it might help with any seizures in the future, and monitor everything, and release the drugs and stuff into her body to stabilise her. But she's very smart, very clever, and very pretty, and she's got a husband that loves her. You know, she's got a husband that loves her, which is the most important thing. You know, you got someone that loves you, mate. You can go through all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things that you can accomplish, mate. Okay, if you got someone that loves you. Should be straight through, man. There's the bus. Should be straight through, unless there's somebody waiting at a bus stop somewhere. It'll be straight through to the beach. Awesome, mate. Yeah, a quick trip home. This is Australia, mate. Australia.
is present.
Cruising, mate. Cruising, brother. Cruising.
Next stop is present. Next stop, Barry Street.
Mate, the cops have already left. Oh no, here they are. Big setup, mate. Fucking coppers everywhere, bro. Alright? Fucking busting everybody, bro. They haven't been there for months and months and months, man. Look, they're setting it all up, man. They've had their dinner break, mate. They're slap up Chinese, mate. Now they've got to get out there and make some money, okay? Get some fines happening, mate. Alright? Who's fucking doing what? Alright? Plenty of tests tonight. Alright? Plenty of testing going on.
Next stop, Johnston Street.
Next thing you know, they'll be checking your social media, mate, see what kind of post you made, you know, give you a fine on the post you make on your social media, you know, what kind of digital footprint have you left. You watch, man, in the future they'll charge you for that shit. They'll charge you for that stuff, man, in the future. I can stand anywhere I want, man. I get sick of fucking talking to you. What the fuck for? You want entertainment, you can't even like the stream. What the fuck do I care what you think, mate? You know, it's my live stream, not yours. So, if you're not happy, go and get your own live stream. I'm just doing my own thing, mate. Trying to keep my mind clear. That's all I'm doing, mate. Just keeping my mind clear. I'll go for another walk in a minute, go down to the beach and fucking go for a walk. That's just what I do. I do it every fucking day. I've done it every day for years. It's not unusual, man. Evening, John. I hope you're well, man. I hope you're happy, boys. I hope you've got someone in your life that loves you. I really do, man. I don't wish you to be alone and be lonely or whatever. I hope you have someone in your life that loves you. And that it's not fake. That it's actually real. You know, you can rely on it, mate. When the person says that to you, you can rely on it. You know, that they're not lying to you. I hope you have that. I don't wish you anything else other than that. Thank you, driver. Yeah, man, I wish you all the fucking best, boys. I really do. I hope you become a father, and I hope you fucking do all that. I've put half of my life into doing that. Half of my fucking life, mate, I spent trying to make women happy and trying to be married and trying to have a family and trying to be a husband. I spent fucking 30 years of my life, 30 years of my fucking life, mate, trying to do that. And what did it get me, mate? You know, what did it get me? So I don't want any men to go through what I've fucking been through, mate. As simple as that. I don't want him to make that same mistake that I did, mate. I'd rather you save your paper and take these shigglers out and fucking, you know, do your best for and that's it, mate. Fucking go home and you got your own little place at home. You don't have to move them in. You don't have to fucking marry them. You don't have to do any of that shit, mate. You can spend your money on yourself. You don't have to spend it on handbags and fucking lipsticks and fucking shit that you don't even look at. I mean, you know how much money I spent on lipstick, mate? You know how many fucking lipsticks I bought? My Godfather. How many fucking bags that I bought and handbags I bought? Are you fucking kidding me? You don't have to buy any of that. You know? And you don't have to live by someone else's on shelves fucking what they want every 5 minutes. Because that's the only way you're going to keep them happy, is fucking saying the word yes. They like the word yes, viewer. You know, you say the word no and you're a bad bloke. They only like the word yes. And I got sick of being a yes man. Basically, I got sick of being a yes man. Just silent, fucking doing whatever the fuck they want you to do. You don't say anything. You don't fucking have an opinion about anything. And the minute you do, mate, you're in the wrong. You are fucking in the wrong. You need to understand this. And you're a total CUNT if you have any opinion that differs from hers. And you need to keep quiet, basically. You really do need to keep quiet, okay? That's what I learnt. So I got sick of that, man. You can fucking live that way. I don't want to live that way. Yeah, I don't want to live that way. I'm sick of waking up alone, mate, and you're with somebody. Who in the fuck wants to marry someone and you sleep alone? You sleep alone every fucking night. Who in the fuck wants to marry that? Fuck that. Never been in there. Never been in there. It's a massage joint, mate. I wonder if they give the secret endings. A little bit of happy ending at the end, brother. Fuck. Yeah, they leased that place out, man. It's nice, that place, bro. Got a nice 2-bedroom apartment on the side there. You got a fucking shop there. Plenty of potential, man. Plenty of potential. Let's have a look at that joint, dude. See, 2-bedroom, the big shop there lit up. Yeah, nice fucking shop, eh? Well, it's big enough anyway for a shop. And then you've got the 2-bedroom apartment on the side where you could live. So it's nice in there, man. Nice little apartment, bro. It is nearly 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock, bro. 7 o'clock. I don't complain, Richard. I just do, mate. Just crack away and do. I don't complain. I don't fucking say anything. I don't mention it to anybody. You know. If anybody asks you, mate, tell them you're doing great. Tell them it's fucking perfect. Tell them everything is wonderful. You know. They don't give a fuck anyway, mate. They don't care, mate. They really don't care. So you may as well just tell them everything is perfect and wonderful and everything else, rah, rah. That's life. In reality, it's all fucked up. It's all completely fucked. In reality, everything is slowly fucking deraveling or unraveling in whichever way you want to put it. On my side, unraveling, but I'm keeping them all happy. The courts are happy, and the psychology lady's happy. You know, everyone's getting their payment, mate. Everyone's getting their bit of money that they fucking want. So they're all happy. But my world is untangling, brother. Just untangling. Just slowly untangling. But we're trying to keep on top of it, bro. That's all that matters. We'll try and keep on top of it. Live this fucking hand. Deal with the hand that we're dealing with, brother. That's all you can do, is deal with the hand you're dealing with. And just keep fucking battling away. God, mate. Other than that, it's all fucked, mate. It's all fucked. You don't see your kid, you're fucked. You don't talk to your kid, you're fucked. But I'll go home now and talk to my eldest daughter, have a conversation with her, and you know, at least I'm part of their lives, and I'm happy about that. You know, I can't complain about that. My daughter phoned me up and said, "I'll just keep you company while you're dropping the cigarettes off." She doesn't know I was on live stream, but she knows I was on my way to drop the cigarettes off. So yeah, she just wanted to keep me company, man. Talk to Dad while he was on the way. So that's what I did. I spoke to her and spoke to the old man, and how you doing, rah rah. And yeah, I said I'll call her when I get back. It'll be a lot easier if I can do it when I get back. Mrs. Wong's, mate. Fuck, haven't had that for ages. Yum. Well, I don't care about any of those, Richard. I only care about what affects me. You know, that's all. I only care about how am I going to survive next week, or survive, rah. I don't care about anything else. I only care about my survival at the moment. Like, I really do. That's the only thing that I need to be concerned about, is my own fucking survival. Not worrying about anybody else's survival, brother. You know what I mean? Fuck. That's the life of a live streamer, man. You can't expect anything, really. That's just life. Normal shit, dude. Different day. Same shit, different day. Basically. I'll get home, man. I got me $5 for that. I'm fucking happy. Yeah, I got me $5. He gave me $5. So I'm happy about that. And it's still cheap for him, dude. It only cost him $19 for the packet of smokes. And he gave me the 20. Okay, $20. It cost him $20 for a packet of smokes. A packet of cigarettes here is $36 or something for a packet of 20s. $36, $38, $39 for a packet of 20s. So they're very expensive here for a packet of smokes. So yeah, I'll do him that favour, man. I know what it's like being at work and you haven't got a cigarette, you know. That sucks. That sucks. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm hungry, yeah. Yeah, I am, yeah. Yep. Most definitely. Yeah, I haven't done nothing today. Nothing at all, man. I'm just fucking stressed. I've been walking around all fucking day. Do a stream on here and go and have a rest, mate, have a lie down, and then come back online again when the guy called me. I thought, oh, I might as well go back online. You know, you can't lose when you're going, you know, because it'll, you know, hopefully I get some ads on it and stuff like that. But it's a fucking wank job, Sharona. It's an absolute wank job. There's no money in it, mate. Fucking $2.80 or something with 16,000 views. You know, $2.60 or some shit. So a couple of thousand views, there's nothing in it. I don't know if people don't watch the ad or fucking they just skip through everything, but there's nothing. No fucking, not even a couple of pennies. So you're doing a lot of hours, and I don't know, that on YouTube, there's nothing really showing on it, man. There's nothing at all. So anyway, it helps me to get over my shit, dude, coming online. It just helps me go home. So no, mate, no, we're heading into bad fucking things at the moment, I'm afraid. We're heading into bad, uncharted territory, so to speak. I've got to try and keep the electricity fucking on. I've got to fucking keep that happening. So no. No, I gotta fucking keep that going. Electricity's my only worry. Electricity. The gas is already gone. The gas is gone, mate. Okay, the gas is gone. So I have a shower at my friend's house next door, have a shower there, and that's about it for that. I only use it for a shower and fucking cooking. So, you know, it's just the electricity I have to worry about now. We're getting the notices for the electricity now. So fuck, mate, you know. Yeah, my stream doesn't fucking, you know, my stream doesn't really, doesn't produce fucking anything, mate. It doesn't produce a whole lot. I think it was $49 in the thing I can show you, in the money thing, you know, on your AdSense or whatever. It was $146. That's what I'm living on now. That's what I'm surviving on right now. I'm surviving on that. I thought I'd pay out all the fucking shit from my life, from my Seno, you know, pay the psychology lady, pay the fucking courthouse, pay the electricity, the gas, and the rent, and that's it, man. That's your Centrelink. There's not much Centrelink left out after that, bro. Let me tell you, not much after that. So I was lucky I got that $146 from YouTube. I was really happy about that. And we've got like 90 of that left, I suppose, something like that. $95 or something left from that. So we're not totally broke. But yeah, we do start to stress out, mate, because I'm an older bloke. I tend to stress out a little bit. What am I going to do? Rah. You know, you don't really want to go in and buy anything or fucking groceries or anything like that. You can't buy any of that. Like, you can't buy anything, okay? Nothing. You know, your next Centrelink rah is not for another 2 weeks, and you're not going to get anything from the YouTube for another month, and it's at $46 right now. So you're not going to get anything out of there because it's got to be over 100 for them to pay out. It's got to be over 100. Otherwise, you don't get anything. So they'll just keep it until the next month and the next month until it gets to $100, and then they'll pay you out. But otherwise, being a streamer is pretty hard. It's not an easy trip, bro. It's not, man. I've got 76% of people that, according to my analytics, are subscribed to me, and 26% or 24%, whatever it is, are unsubscribed. So we don't have a lot of people. There's a little bit of people that aren't subscribed to me, that watch me, and the rest are actually subscribed to me. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of anything going on, buddy. And I've got the internet due in 3 days. I've got the internet due. So I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do about that. I really don't. I'm a bit stressed about it. If I have to have it turned off for the month, that's what I'll do. I have no fucking choice in the matter. I'll just get it turned off for a whole month and save the $55 on it, and put it towards the bills, mate. Put it towards the electricity. Give them an extra 50, and yeah, that's about it, really. Where's the Merc, mate? There's normally a Merc in that garage. He's got a black Merc, mate. He just fucking sits in the garage. Anyway, bro, hopefully we get a good job. I'll just keep applying for jobs at the moment. Fuck everything else, mate. Everything else is going to have to go in the back burner. I've just got to try and apply for more jobs and fucking try and get some kind of work underneath me. I can't get any latex. The guy's got latex, but hasn't got containers. Hasn't got a 10-gallon drum or whatever the hell he's talking about. So I don't know how that's going to pan out. I'll wait until Monday, and then I'll just ask him to fill up some 2-litre Coca-Cola bottles and just send me that. You know, it's better than nothing, right? It's better than nothing, you know, far out. So now I've got to get some latex, mate. I've got no way of working my way out of it. If I made a couple of clowns, 2 clowns a week, mate, that's all I'd need. That's all I'd need, mate, is 2 clowns. Just 2 clowns done, that's it. Forget about all the other masks. I just need to make the fucking clowns, even if I only made clowns, mate. Far out. So no, mate, I'm a little bit, you know, I get a bit depressed about thinking about it. I've got all of these, you know, ideas, and they're just fucking blocked off. And they're more than happy to turn everything off, mate. Don't worry about that. They're more than happy to turn it all off. You know, I did call them. I did make a thing with them. I went up and put $45 in that day, and then I put another 20 in on Wednesday, yesterday. And that's not enough, man. They still turned it off. So, yeah, man. Yep. Fuck 'em. Oh, man. Nothing I can do about it, bro. But that's life. Okay? You know, I'll end the stream. You guys will go and do your own thing. You won't even think about it again. You won't even think about it, okay? So, don't go stressing too much about it. I'm pretty sure when you turn the page and you put another TikTok video on, it'll pretty much be forgotten straight away. But no, mate, we've had limited, brother. Really limited. Fuck, we're delivering a packet of smokes to get $5. So no, I've got to get some work underneath me now, man. It's the time to get some work underneath me. Try and do my maximum I can to get latex or get a job. Either way. Either way. I've got to change my life a little bit, brother. Other than that, I go for a nice walk. Just clear my fucking head, mate, and try and think of fucking thing. I know I'll get hungry when I get home, but you know, I'm fucking, by then it's too late kind of thing. And generally I'll have a bit of a wash, and then I'll go to bed. And that's my night. That's it for me. I'll to my daughter, actually. My daughter wanted me to call her later, just to talk to me about her new operation she's going to have. And it's pretty important and pretty serious. So I'll talk to her about that. But otherwise, no, mate, I'll just crash out. I'll go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and fucking try and think of what I'm going to do tomorrow. You know, there's no good coming on here. There's no good going online. There's no good of that. All I'm doing is giving my enemies fucking shit to pick apart. Giving my enemies, you know, the chance to go, oh, look, I told you he was a loser. I told you he wouldn't be able to do it. Rah, rah. You know, that's what you're going to get. And they love a guy down. Don't forget that, man. They love to see you down. They don't want to see you get up. They love it when you're failing. They love it when you're fucking up. They love it when they can make fun of you and poke at you and you know, put you down, run you down, make videos about you. That's what they love. Okay? Yeah. Phew. Thanks, T. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, ad revenue and my subscribers. Yeah, ad revenue. Yeah, and subscribers. $146. So not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot for a month. And that's what I'm living on now. That's what I'm surviving on at the moment. I already spent the Centrelink, man. I paid all the bills. You know, I fucking paid them all. I paid the family court. I paid fucking the fucking psychologist lady. I paid her. Well, that's $100 right there, man. Straight out of your centre. There's $100. I paid the bills. $65 on one bill, $25 on the other, $20 on the other bill. No, $40 on the other bill. 20 that day and 20 yesterday. So there's another $100. And it doesn't leave you a whole lot out of your centre, mate. And you've got to buy food. There's fucking nothing there, mate. I don't know, you know. If you can get one chocolate milk, you're doing really well. This guy's in a bit of trouble, mate. Have a look at, if they fucking see him with no lights on, mate. Oh, big trouble, bro. Big trouble. I've been through worse, man. Yeah. They grind you down on. Yeah, I believe that they grind you down on purpose, mate. They don't give a fuck if you're on the centre or that. They don't care about that. Like I tried explaining to the lady, I really can't afford this, I'm sorry. I know it's court ordered, but I'm on the Seno, rah. And the lady, you know, the message back to me is, oh, you know, you better pay it or I'm going to let the something lawyer I can't talk about, another lawyer, I'll let them know that you haven't paid it and it'll get marked down as irresponsible father. Irresponsible father, okay? That's what they'll label you as. And once they've done that, mate, in family law court, well, fucking, you're fucked. You're completely fucked. But if you've made a verbal agreement and you're actually keeping the verbal agreement, even though it's late or whatever, you've still made an agreement and you've kept the agreement. And that's called contract law. Okay? That's why. It's called contract law. And that's why they can come down on you so much if you don't obey it. If you don't obey it, you've broken the contract. You've broken your own contract. Okay? You offered the contract, they accepted, and then you didn't fulfill your end of the contract. So that's called contract law. And that's why when I sent them the reply back, you know, awful sorry for any inconvenience, but I can only pay this amount, you know, every 2 weeks, which is $100 a month. That's the most that I can pay towards this bill. And that's offering remedy. And if they come back and they say, no, we don't accept that, then under contract law, they're at fault because you offered remedy. You offered remedy and they didn't want to do it. That's not your fault. It becomes their fault now because they didn't come through with it. No, I don't want anything, Sharona. It's okay, darling.
Where do you find these creatures? No, I didn't know anything until afterwards.
Shut up, mate. We can get after this.
In a text message, yes, she said she's text message. They're looking after, and you're sitting there in your fucking car. You can go, actually, let me just... I take my children around an Edo Pay, which, mind you, is like...
Can you put your hand back? Help me with my floor. Tell me to get food. Or get the fuck out of my lunchroom, every single one of you. Alright, wake the fuck up. Alright? Yeah. Mute. Block. No airshakes allowed to be in the lunchroom. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of my lunchroom. If you want airshake, get the fuck out of my lunchroom. Alright? Teenagers, airshakes, get the fuck out of my lunchroom.
You can't complain.
So well, get the fucking camp. Don't fuck with me.
Yes, no, you can't complain. It's no good. It's, always look on the bright side of life. You know, always look on the bright side of life. We're just making a cup of tea. And these things are fucking TikTok. Other than that, mate, nothing. I'm waiting for my phone to charge. I've got to make a cup of tea. I can't use the kettle. I've got nothing else to lean the phone against. And this is the only phone I got with power. I've got this thing's full. I hope it's not going to run out. Yeah, we've got a little while. And we've never done a live stream on this phone on YouTube. So I wanted to see what it was like. If it was a good, clear picture or if it was better than the old... Like, this is an older model. So compared to this one, so that's it. I just wanted to find out what it was, you know. And we're running the Wi-Fi. So I hope that it's not too, whatever they call it, edgy or whatever. Too hope it doesn't break up on your side, because we're running through the different phone. We're using the other phone. See, that's my normal phone. It's my desktop. When I turn my phone on, there's my bubba. Okay, there's my bubba right there. And then, you know, when I got it turned off, like I just turn it straight on, I've got that picture of my bubba. Okay, so whatever way I look at it, I'm still looking at my daughter. Isn't she beautiful, right? So, you know, I'm fine. That's my daughter. I don't need any fucking reason or excuses to be proud of my daughter. Yeah. Other than that, okay. Okay, mate, until we live in a cave, you know, then I might have to fucking think about things. I might have to worry about things a bit more, you know. But right now still got a light, so we're fucking sweet, bro. We've got another day tomorrow. It's another day. It's another fucking time. It's another chance. That's what you got to do. You can't let it fucking kill you. You can't let it destroy you. You can't let it eat you, because that's what happens. It eats you inside. It eats at you and eats at you and eats at you. I've got to wait for this to get power, bros. I've got no power in that one. So I'll put this up here. See if this is... yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to fucking keep battling. That's why I'm sharing it with you. You got to keep battling. You know, just try and think of tomorrow. Trying to, you know, how can you, or what can I do, rah. You've got limited funds until fucking rah, and then you're back onto limited funds again. You're going to keep everybody happy. Like, you're going to keep your, you know, that lady happy. You're going to keep the thing happy. You know, you're going to keep the, you know, you put another, before they turn this fucking thing off, you're going to have to come up with more pay for them. So I'm going to have to give them more money next week, and then another when I get my Sherlock on. So no, man, you try and just keep your, you know, but what happens, happens. That's life. What happens, happens. That's how it is. You know, you just keep battling, bro. You get a couple of candles. I don't give a fuck, right? You keep battling. You keep going. You got until October. It doesn't matter. You got until you got to pay these fucking people off. You got to, there's no mercy for a man. They don't care that you're on the rock and roll. They don't care you got limited this or whatever. They want their paper. So there's nothing you can do about it, brother. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to go forward. You'll take a huge step back. You'll take a huge step back if you wipe them and tell them, no, I'm not doing it, rah. If you were to say that, that's it. Done. Okay? So you've got to come up with a verbal contract, mate. You've got to come up with something, because they record everything, mate. They record everything, mate. You know, they get you to make a verbal contract. And they're taping you, of course. You know, they're taping you. So that's the contract you make. You got to keep going, boys. Just, you know, have a little smile to yourself or whatever. You know, I tried going on the TikTok there for a little while. They don't, they tape me. They actually make clips of me there, and then they file their report. They try and pull apart, you know, a few words here and there. Okay, yeah, I said Americans were stupid, rah. We're all stupid, rah. They didn't continue it on after that. I called everybody stupid for supporting it. That was the end of that sentence. But they chop it there. You know, that suits them. You've really got to be like the Palo Warriors of there. You really got to copy what they're doing and just say nothing and just straight into battle. Straight into battles. They're children there. You cannot have, you know, any conversation, whatever they ask you is a lead question. You know, what do you think of politics? So they're waiting for you to give an opinion, and then they'll get you for abuse. They'll get you for abuse and harassment because you're harassing them. Whoever you're talking about, they regard that as harassment. You see? So they do it deliberately. And all you're trying to do is have a convo. Just fucking have a chat about family court and stuff like that, you know? Bit of a break from here. And it's this fucking dog, mate. Who's this dog? What the fuck? Fucking see how they start barking again. Fuck, man. Fuck! Shut up, you mongrel! Fucking dog. Fucking just barking, mate, at the fence. There's like nobody there. There's cars there. Shut up, you mongrel. Anyway, that's what we say to a dog. Fucking barking its fucking head off. Enough for the neighbour to hear. And the light goes on in the back, and they'll call their fucking dog in. No, I don't ask for anything, Kenny, man. I don't ask for nothing. I don't do that, man. You know, I do my lives. If I'm lucky, I'm lucky. If I'm not, I'm not. But I don't message people and anything like that. I don't even answer anybody in PayPal. I don't send them messages. I don't say nothing, mate. That's just not what you do, you know. So sometimes your friendships are worth more than the paper. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the paper. I'd rather have the convo, and at least I've got a fucking friend, right? I don't have too many friends in the world, viewer. It's nice just to have a chit chat and talk shit. Fucking, you know, just normal male bullshit. But I would never ask. Oh, I would never do that. Never, viewer, never. You'll never receive messages from Lord Dobby, whatever. That's not from me. I don't know, man. Fucking, I don't want to think about it. A few $100 more. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it, right? So, no. And then we had to allocate the funds to the fucking psychology lady, and allocate the funds to the, so it's 50 a week. It's 50 every 2 weeks for both, for each one, 50 a week. So it takes a thing out, you know what I mean? So no, fuck, you know, what am I going to do? There's nothing you can do, boys. You just got to go along in life. That's my life. I share it with you. My pain is your lesson. This is what we have to what you may have to do in the future. You do not know that. You do not know what your future holds and what could happen to you on the flick of a fucking eye. One phone call could change all your life. You could make one mistake during the day walking along the street and your whole fucking life changes, okay? So that's just what happens, man. You've got to roll with it, man. Not go out and get all drunk and whacked out on shit or whatever. You know, you can't get all on top of, you know, I've got all this, I've got all, you know, I understand, man, but it's not worth like ectating yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth that. So, you know what I mean? Like, I might be able to save just one bloke fucking not doing that kind of thing, harm to himself, you know, by sharing it. You're not the only one, buddy. You're not the only one. So we've all got to make sacrifices. There's not a whole lot coming out of the thing, as you know. The channel, the ads are fucking 2 minutes long, mate. The ads are 2 minutes long. I don't blame people. Like, you know, they just skip fucking everything. Just skip it, mate. You know, or they watch it from the outside. They don't even have to look at an ad. They can just watch it from the outside. And how the hell are they watching anything, mate? I've got it on private. I've got this shit on private. You can see. How the fuck do they get views? When I put that, it was 63 views, and I put it on private. And bang, where are we now? 1.5. We're at 1.5. So how is it possible they can still view my stuff? And you know, I thought fuck all of you fucking not here. That's it. You're fucking done, mate. You're not watching any of my shit for free. You can get fucked, right? Fucking. So I put all the shit onto fucking private. You know, fuck it. You know, it's not worth my time. Fuck you. You know, it's not. You know what I mean? You get the ump a little bit, right? But I just wanted to test it to see if because I was watching a TikTok video and he said it doesn't matter what you put it on. Doesn't matter what setting. You could put it on freaking unlisted and it's still going to get, the traction. It's still going to get those views. So I think it's all bullshit set up, like the whole thing with your selection, because it's the same fucking same. It's not any different. And set all that crap up, make it stupid easy for people to donate. Nah, it's okay, man. I don't have any links. I don't have anything for that, like what you're talking about. I got PayPal, that's it. And I got Super Chat. I got the Super Chat. I worked so hard to get that going. That wasn't an easy task to qualify for their program, but yeah, man, we're all finding it tough. All of us are. I've woken up to that today. Not all of us are fucking cracking along in life. We're all living in the same world, buddy. So all of us are in the same boat. People that watch me are not new people. They're people that watched me for years. They're not new. We've got 74% that are subscribed, 26% that aren't subscribed. So it's a very small, there's not a lot of, I don't have any, they're all old people that watch me. They're like in their 60s, man. There's a lot of old people that watch me, you old farts. Instead of watching Netflix, you're watching me, You're watching me, mate, in your bloody retirement home with your bloody private chef and fucking sitting there with your chauffeur, fuck. But I don't have any, what am I going to do, put a PayPal link in there? That's it, that's all there is, buddy. And then I don't want to be looked at as some fucking beggar, that's not how my stream, I don't want my stream to be that, you know what I mean? I don't even mention it until the end, or maybe once or twice or whatever. I don't want it to be like a fucking begging stream, I'd rather go down with the fucking on me feet, mate, than show fucking knees. You get it? So I'd rather fucking say everything is sweet, everything's fine, not a problem, everything's good, present that kind of image rather than, that image. You know what I mean? That's a horrible image. I don't want people to feel guilty, mate, coming into me chat and they've got to do this, that or the other. That's never been my way. That's never been my thinking. I thank people very much for joining my channel, whatever you join it, it's fucking $5 a month. That's a way they can support me, I suppose. I don't even know if they get that fucking money. Like, I am baffled. I'm fucking baffled. And hey, the first time I can actually show you. 1 minute, I'll show you, okay? So you know I'm not fucking jibbing ya, or you know that I'm not bullshitting ya. Oh, wait a minute, no, we go to YouTube Studio. I'll show you, man. You remember, if you go back, you have a look at on my thing, I had a picture there, $180. You remember? A couple of weeks ago. Well, that's what it going from $180. They were together. It was $190. Oh shit! Sorry, man. Oh, okay. It was $190 up here. I was supposed to get $190, and they held it back for 2 fucking months. It took me 2 months to accumulate $190 on my channel. And instead of paying me the fucking full amount, July earnings. We're in July. I haven't earned any money in July. This is money that was sitting up here. It was up here, and then they took it and put $49 down in next month. Right? I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, they fucking took it away from there, so they sent me $149. So I was lucky to have that. I was just lucky, man. I paid the electricity and gas online. I paid that. I was on stream, paid 20 of each for that. Leaves me $109. We went to the supermarket. We bought some groceries. It leaves me fucking $80 or something like that. Some $80-something in my account. So everything is accounted for because I'm old. I'm old and I like figures, and when you're broke, you know every fucking penny you got. So people don't watch my shit. This is from ages and ages ago. See, that's today's, or the other days. But the channel's been slowly growing a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, guys. When I really push and push and push for you to put a thing on and watch it through and don't click through and but I don't want to get into I don't want to break any guidelines or whatever, so I don't say anything like that anymore. It's got to be by your own free choice, and a lot of people just skip through it, and I don't blame them, because you know they're 2-minute ads on this shit, dude. 2-minute ads on my own shit, man. 2-minute ads. But you see how I've locked them all, man. I have them all on private. That's private. That's private. This one here is members only. These are members only. See all this badge here? If it was worldwide, it'd have worldwide thing there. Okay, these are all for members. You know, the people that pay $5. And I do my stream. I put it in there, and because that gives them value. They're watching a stream that nobody else can watch. Rah rah. But look, dude, we're at 1.4. We're at 1.4, man, and it's in private. Okay, we're at 1.1 here, and it's in private. That's the category for private. Okay, which I'll show you, man. Right, edit, take you to where it is, man. 1 minute. See private, okay? See, watch. There's your selections, buddy. Okay, we've got it on the private. So public, members only, unlisted, and private. And it says there, private, it says only people you choose can view it. Only people that I choose can view it. So I don't know how it goes from 63 views to, you know, where we are now. Where are we? We're at 1.5 or something, 1.4. Okay, it's baffling to me. So there's a TikTok videos you can go and watch, man, and they tell you that it doesn't matter what you put it on. It doesn't matter what happens. You notice how I'm trying to change the subject? Did you notice how I'm trying to change? Clever old bastard. Just try and change the subject, mate. There's nothing I can do about it. I am Lord Dobby King at gmail.com. That's direct. There's no charges or anything. It's straight to my account. That's how I thought could be most direct. I don't need to. That's it. It's straight there. There's no complication. It's there. So that's pretty direct. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm alright. I'll get tired soon. It's 10:30. I'll get tired and I'll crash out and start another day. I'll have a wash and fuck it. I've thought about it. I'll get the kettle. You know, boil some water. Have a fucking wash tomorrow. Get some, make some water, warm water and fucking have a good wash, mate. You know, it's that's life. That's life. I'm glad to wake up here. I'm glad to wake up with 4 walls and sleeping in a bed, mate. You know, I'm not, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I try and think that way. The rest of it, I don't let it get to me too much, boys. We've got to keep these people happy. I've got no choice, man. I have to keep these fuckers happy. They have to be paid. So in order for my court case to continue, that is what I need to do. And I don't give a fuck what I got to go through in order to do that. You're looking at a bloke that slept on a fucking garage floor, mate, for 2 years. Alright? So I've already offered you to go and experience what I did just for one night. Just for one night. Take your pillow and your blanket into your garage and get a mattress and sleep on the mattress on the ground. You can add some cardboard underneath it so you're not sleeping on the concrete itself. You put some cardboard down, put some boxes down so you're not on the cement, because you won't be able to sleep on the cement. I can promise you that. So yeah, I offer you to go and do that just for one night to see what it's like and to see how that'll change you. You know, you'll wake up in the morning here, the sun comes through my window. In case you haven't noticed, my windows are always open in the bedroom, so that the first fucking ray of sun comes through my bedroom. Okay, so I wake up, it's a bit of sunshine outside. Okay, look, let's go. Let's try and do something. What can we do? Okay, let's go online. We've got nothing else to do. What else are we going to do? Sit here, ponder, fucking go over bullshit, go over and over it, let it tear you apart, let it fucking just creep into your mind and fucking F you up, which is what it does, destroys men, eats at their fucking soul, because you got to do it. You got to do it, man. If you don't, you're going to get into more trouble. Down the track, you're going to get into more trouble. There's not much of a defense I can have when I'm, he's in, what did I call myself before? And that's exactly the legal term they'll use. So, yeah, it's not good. But that's life. That's life, mate. That's life. That's what I'm trying to teach her. That's what you got to do for your kids. That's what you got to do. Okay? But tomorrow we'll wake up and we'll apply for fucking more jobs. We'll apply for, like, seriously this time. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get there. Well, I don't have any transport. It's no good if it starts at 6 a.m, boys, let me tell you. There's no fucking chance that I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, mate. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just not possible. It's just not physically possible at my age. But I'll try and get a night shift or something, man. I'll try and get something. Legal aid are gonna drop me, and not through any fault or my own or whatever, just simply because, you know, they're sick of putting money up against the wall and no one's willing to say anything. You see, it's easier to drop me than it is to walk in there and go, you know, she's not obeying it, it's contempt of court, rah, rah. You know, there's none of that. None. It is always the man's fault. Always. So I'll lose there completely. It doesn't matter if I was fucking Superman. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter. So you're gone. You know, your fatherhood, everything, all that's gone. So, fuck. You're pretty much against the wall. That's what it, you know. So at least we're battling on, boys. Okay? We're battling on. That's what it's about. You battle on. You keep plundering. You keep going. Whatever they do, or whatever they say, whatever. You keep going. Because it's exactly what Fast Jimmy said. That's why Crasco. Yeah. It's exactly what he said. Because it's cold. You know, what are you worth more, man? You're worth more out of the house or in the house. So they got to drive you away and drive you away and drive you away. And that was only, 3 or 4 weeks after we had made the family agreement, and we've all sat down and, you know, she's told me what she wants, and, you know, okay then, sweet. So, you know, yeah, they already do it, man. They already plan it. They already think about it. They already know. As I told you, an agreement would probably last 10 minutes, and as soon as a person walks away, their feelings change, and they are out of the agreement, and they don't tell you. You're left in the agreement, but they've already switched off. They're already planning their next move. You know, and their next move is to say to you, well, you know, you don't pay, you don't stay. You know, because I'm paying the mortgage now, I'm paying the bills now, so it's my rules. And now the house it's in the name, so they can create any paradigm they want, and they're more than willing to run you into the ground in order to get it. Okay, in order to get it. So, you know, instead of sleeping in there, you know, they don't care. They were actually on their mother's phone, mate, talking to their mum, you know, having a laugh about it as I was taking the mattress out. They're on the phone, you know, having a good conversation to each other. And she's telling her mum, I don't care about him anymore. I don't love him anymore. He can go and sleep out there now. Rah, rah. And then, of course, you get into the I live in fear stage. It just magically appeared out of nowhere. Like suddenly they're in fear. So they go through that stage. Because now they need to build a record on you. They need to get the locals and get a record going. And then they'll make phone calls once a week. They'll complain. And they'll build a case. Okay? So over time, it makes you look like you're this really, really bad person. I swear to God. The copper told me she's building a case. So be very careful. She's building a case against you. So the more that she gets us out here to complain, that's another thing that goes on the file. And when we look it up, we've got a hole all the way down the list. So be careful. Yeah, we're talking about ghosts. We're talking about imaginary things that don't happen, things that are just non-existent. You know, welcome to the twilight zone of fucking Lord Dobby, mate. We're talking about completely hypothetical that don't exist. Okay, it's all imaginary. We're making stories up as we go along. Is that okay with you? Okay. It's all fake, mate. It's all entertainment. It doesn't mean anything. It's no relation to anyone living or dead. Anything I talk about is my own experiences, my own words, my own thing, my own what happened to me. It doesn't mean it's the rule of life or whatever. That's just my own opinion, my own life that I have an opinion on, and I'm allowed to have that. I'm allowed to have that. I don't have anything illegal on my name. I've done nothing illegal at all, boys. You are allowed to have an opinion about something that happened to you 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago. You're allowed to. You don't have a lifetime AVO, okay? You know why? Because fucking you watched Lord Dobby and you understand that you go to court and you fight the AVO. That's why. Because you watched me and I told you, make sure you go. If you got to go, you got to take the day off work, go to court and fight that AVO. As long as you're not in the wrong. As long as you haven't done anything, wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I never disobeyed the law. And fake accusations and troll videos and meme channel videos don't work in court. They don't even get past the clerk. The clerk will watch them, and if it's not what you say, well, she's not going to give them to the judge to watch because it's a waste of their time. So the clerk of court will watch everything first. And it got to a point with mine, it took, a year and a half, 18 months, 6 adjournments, 3 months each time, 18 months to get it into court and to have it dismissed, finished, over. That's 4 years ago now. That's 4 years. So nothing on me, mate. You're allowed to talk about your experiences in your life, mate, okay? Just not many people share it. Not many people will share it with you. Okay, oblivious. That's like in-depth fucking, like I'm not sitting here rolling 420, mate, okay? Like it's really in-depth. Okay, obvious? Like this, give me a break, man. I got to read your shit, dude, and fucking, I got to put like this, he's going deep. He's going deep, man. He's going all out deep fucking shit here. Fucking oblivious. Fucking oblivious with his deep fucking psychological fucking analysis of the world. Oh my Godfather. I don't know where you found that from. A fucking book, man. A lot of biscuit is psychopath, mate. Yeah, a lot of it is narcissistic and a lot of it is pretty mean and nasty. And that's because you're number 20, you're number 15 or whatever it is. Nowadays, a lot more. But they've got all that baggage. But even fresh out of the stall, mate, they can be total fucking psychopaths and with a smile. With an absolute smile and be doing the absolute whatever they want to do behind your back. And you don't know anything. The latest trick that I fucking caught out, mate, the very last one before I got removed was the freezing. Like you walk up and try and give her a hug and they freeze. Just fucking, it's totally like steel. Like they won't move their hand, they won't move their arm, they won't move anything. That was the new trick. So that's to make you think, he doesn't want to touch me, I better not touch her, rah. Because she doesn't even want you touching her now. So they try and think of ways to play with you, to get your mind, rah. Because you're not allowed to, that sucks. Like you just slowly remove, mate. Be careful, boys. Be careful of foreigners. Be careful of marrying foreigners and bringing them back to your place where you live, your Western country, or even over there. Be careful. These people will put you on the street without hesitation. They'll put you on your street with the bags, and you're in a foreign country, mate, and they don't give a flying rat's about you. You're walking the street, mate, with a bag. Because I didn't want to be there. Like this person was horrible. So I wanted to go to the airport 3 days earlier. So I got my bags ready. I'm out of there, mate. I'm walking the street, man, trying to find out where the fucking airport is. I've got no money. I'm totally broke because all my money's fucking gone to them. But then I remembered there's paper sitting at home on top of the fridge. And I was told that that's my earnings from the shit that we sold through Daegu shopping. So I just went home and grabbed a handful of that, grabbed the fucking thing of that, and went to the airport and sat in the airport for hours and hours and hours, man. Just sat in the airport. And there was nothing I could do. I couldn't change the flight. I couldn't, because it's already pre-booked and you can't leave earlier or whatever. So yeah, I was like stuck there, man. Fucking stuck there. So I had to go back. I had to go back there, and they didn't care. Didn't even blink. Just went back to my room. Went back to watch videos. I wanted to get the fuck out of there, man. Never felt more unwelcome in my life, and I was invited there. I never said I wanted to go. I never, offered rah. I got invited. Come with me, rah. I never put it on her, I want to go, rah. That's not how it happened. So it's just weird, boys. Be careful, man. You could end up in a foreign country. You don't even speak the frickin' language. And you could be walking the street with a bag. So a lot worse things than having the gas turned off, mate, At least I've got a roof over my head and I've got a bed to sleep in. I can wake up in the morning and make a cup of tea, I hope. Maybe I won't be able to do that tomorrow. I don't know. Fucking hell. I actually don't know at this point. I fucking really don't. I don't know. What happens, happens. What happens, man. There's nothing I can do. The psycho lady's paid. The psycho lady's paid, and we're given 50 towards the fucking family thing. You gotta do something, man. Otherwise, you get more strife down the road. No, man, I don't have no heating. I got a jumper, mate. I didn't delete anything. No, I've got a jumper. And I found if I boil the kettle, right, fill it, most of the way with water, and boil it, and use that. I put that on my lap, and it warms me balls up. It warms the old fella up. I'm pretty much okay after that because the heat goes straight down to my feet. Because they're big kahunas, love. Oh, they're massive, massive kahunas. They heat up like a big ball bearing. Okay, so the heat passes all the way through. Oh, far out. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I untimed it. I don't have a mod. I don't have a mod. So without a mod, they give you a robot. You get a YouTube robot controlling the chat. That's just what happens. Normal. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood. A beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbour? I don't know, man. The crackheads are fucking TikTok, bro. The crackies of TikTok. I don't know, I hope that doesn't interfere with the stream too much. We'll see if I can get both.
Israel is threatening to break the ceasefire. Of course! So their defense minister, Israel Katz, said that if Iran goes towards developing any nuclear facility or any long-range missiles, which almost all countries have, they'll start bombing them again. But wait a minute.
Of course they will.
I threw away the meat pies, and I'm hoping that this would somehow prove that you weren't born a man. Something that is so easy to debunk.
So they reckon that the French Prime Minister's wife is a man. That woman, I don't know her name, Brigitte Macron, I suppose, yeah. And they reckon that's a man. They reckon that's a man, mate. And I didn't think about it until she went into the press conference with these footballers. Did you watch that part when they're in the footballer and like the footballers are like, they don't shake a hand, they shake his hand, right? And then the footballers are like looking her up and down and they're fucking on the side looking at her, and like the guy starts getting on the angle to try and see if he can, see on the face and shit, and he's looking her up and down and up and down. That was funny, man, because that guy's a multi-millionaire football player. He doesn't have to worry about anything. And you see the white guy next door to him, man? He's looking her up and down, doing the same thing. He's trying to work it out, I think they watched Candace. Man. Because, man, they're looking at this president's wife, trying to really, really work it out. Like, really staring at it. So there must be something. There must be something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to glance back twice. They would know whether it's, real or not real, because they're sitting there and they're trying to work it out, because there is something. Something's not looking right. It must be real rough close up, bro. It must be rough as guts close up. Like, seriously. It must be really bad. Fuck. Dunno.
Hi, where are the first 30 years
try
of your
not to
life?
think about it, man,
Where
to
are
be
the
honest.
photos of you raising to fun? There should be so much. You say you have 3 kids. Did you take no photos of you having those kids? The first day you held those kids? What about pictures from your wedding day? Tons of pictures from your wedding day. You've only shown that one, which was filtered through by Mimi Marchand, who we're going to talk about in a second. I want to be very clear. It is so obvious what you are doing, okay? You went to the Financial Times as opposed to contacting my lawyer, who you've had contact with. You went to the Financial Times because you're trying to appeal to a very specific...
Outside the main hospital in Sueda City, the body bag brought clear evidence of a mass killing. Rotting in the baking sun for almost a week. The first thing that hits
Syria.
you is the stench. The morgue, though, is full. What happened at this hospital was clearly a massacre. You should take a power away, I believe. I believe that's how it works.
And he wasn't giving me what I deserved and what I needed and what I wanted. Before I go get Chinese food and watch Gilmore Girls all night with my dog, I'm going to end with this. It's better to be alone than feel alone by a grown man. It's better to be alone, actually, than be in a relationship with another human being where you feel alone. Choose yourself. You deserve better. And if you know in your heart he is not giving you what you need, don't waste your time. We are...
Man, I've always told you can never be more lonelier than you're with somebody that doesn't love you. You'll never be more lonelier. You'll never feel it more. Okay? Than being with somebody who does not want to be with you, who doesn't like you, who doesn't even want to look at you, doesn't, you got to be careful, boys. There's just fucking nothing worse. Your life will go past you very quickly, and you'll be grasping at things to hang on to. You really will. Without Echoa, I would have been out of there years and years and years ago. Years ago, I would have been out. So that's the only reason you hang on, is because you got responsibilities that are more than you. So you got to, do what you have to do, mate, for them. They're your kids, bro. So you got to do whatever it takes, okay, to do. Whatever it takes, you got to do. That's what you got to do, okay? Everything could be fine, jobless. Thanks very much for that. Get out of here, Goku. Every fucking stream you ask me the same shit. Goodbye. Boom, mate, you're out of here. And I got your name. So, nature in a second. Sorry, I read that. It's a head fuck. I don't know about Aussie tribute. I didn't make any tribute to anybody, Joe. Is it Joey? Yeah, I don't know. the fuck out of here, Crasco. Alright, I'm fucking sick of looking at you. Fucking car, boom, cunt, you're fucking gone. Alright, I'm sick of your fucking bullshit. Alright, I'm not reading it, I'm not answering any of it, and I've told you not before to talk about fucking whatever. I'm allowed to say whatever I want, but you're not. You're not. So, that's it, you're done. You're done, get out. Being alone is so, well, what do you want me to say, Joe? You know, have you been alone? Do you know what being alone feels like? You know, like being alone. So, I don't know if you would understand. The most loneliest is looking out at the garage door and everything is closed and locked and in blackness, and it's 8:30 at night. That's pretty alone. You couldn't get any more alone than that. And you can't go and make a cup of tea. You can't get anything to eat, drink. You know, you're locked out of the door. You know, like that's the thing now. They sit there trying to think what more can I do? I've got him out, but now I've got to have it locked. Okay, I've got to lock it up, and I'll reopen it again tomorrow morning. So it's another thing that they've clawed off you. They've clawed off because your house key doesn't work. No house key has ever worked, ever. Every single fucking house key I got from that person did not work. You know, I came back from China twice, bro, and I had to break into the house. Twice. I had to break into the house. So, no. Always come up with the bullshit excuses. Oh, I must have given you the wrong one. Sorry about that, rah. No, man, I needed my next door neighbour's help, to help me. He's got tools and, it's a two-handed thing, man. You've got to freaking pick it up and put it down. And, it took us a fair while because we don't want to damage anything. Well, I don't want to damage my door. I want to be able to close my back door. And apparently this is my marital home, apparently. Apparently it is. Apparently. So, you just can't get in the joint. So there was a non-stop, whatever, claw of back of anything, who the fuck does that, man? Who gives you a key, you leave the country, and you got to break into the fucking house because they didn't give you the real key. Okay, and they can say it's by accident, rah, yeah, that's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. So you got to sit there listening to the bullshit, and there's no good art telling you or even asking anything about it because you're going to get fucking lied to anyway. So, you don't even call up, bro. You don't even, you call up and there's no one there kind of thing, which was horrible. Horrible. Oh, it's all beautiful, man. It's all the best. Don't worry about that. It's all for the best. That's just how it is, bro. Don't worry about it. Retouch on. What's that? Retouch. And then retouch off. I don't know, does it make my skin smoother? Retouch on. Not really. Just stress marks, mate. That's all they are. They were worse in the garage, remember? I can show you the old pictures, mate. They were a lot worse. It was a lot worse back then. So, you just got to go with it, man. You can't deal anything with it, man. Okay? That's what you got to do. Wake up tomorrow morning, try and think of something else that you can organise. Maybe you can get a bit of extra paper. I don't know, man. There's no good me chasing the guy with latex. You just ask him, right? You can't go chasing it, right? So, I don't know, we're back to fucking eBay. We're back to having a look on eBay, rah. And then I think to myself, well, I'm fucked now. I'm fucking, there's no chance of that now, is there? So, it's going to have to wait until fucking next time, rah. So, anyway, man, that's just what happens in life. And you got to go with it, boys, okay? Good on you, Woke. I hope you're well, man. I hope you're happy. I hope you're having a good day forward, man. I hope you have a good day. Be accomplished. Do something with your life. Be accomplished if you can. Be smart if you can. If you're going to do shit, mate, okay, don't tell anybody. Don't fucking tell anybody. Don't tell a soul, bro. Just go and do whatever you're going to do and do it. Don't be telling anybody about anything. And you might be successful, thanks, man. I feel better. I feel better than before. Time passed. I feel a lot more at peace. I'm not all angry or whatever. I'm not all just different. Just different, man. Keep quiet if you want to make it, Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet or they're going to copy you. You won't have it very long. Whatever it is you're doing, they won't have it very long. Like the McDonald's people. They created it, they did everything, they built their little business up, and then this guy comes along and he's fucking, mate, that's it. He took everything from them. He took everything. He took their name, their idea, their business model, everything from them. And that's it. He became the billionaire McDonald's owner. So don't trust anybody, mate. And they bring him in to help them with the marketing, to help him with the company. They bring him in, and he's just, and then he discovered the land. It's not the restaurant that's worth anything, it's the land. So you buy the land, and that's what they did. Started just buying everything up, and put McDonald's out of business. Opened up McDonald's across the road from McDonald's, and put him out of business completely. Yeah. I thought that's what I was quoting from. That's the storyline I was quoting from. Was that movie? See if there's any late Gmails or anything that I've missed. What do we got here? We just got the live started, rewards started. Seek recommendations. That's it. Just the normal payment for council and the fees notice for the courts. And that's it. That's the only two that are dominating right now. And my latex man is from July 21st was the last email that we sent him. And we've sent 14 messages so far. So I think we'll give him a break until Monday and see if we can hit him up again, even just for a couple of 2 litres bottles. Just a couple of 2 litre bottles you can get anywhere. Rinse them out, fill them with latex, put some tape around them, and send them to me. Okay, that's it. Okay, just get me going off the mark, because we need to crack away, boys. We need to start making some masks. We need to do some art. I'm pretty talented. I make fucking shit that people want. So I should have. I should be cracking away, man. I should be cracking away, but I'm not. I'm not, mate. I'm spending it all on fucking, courts and shit. Whatever I have to keep these people happy. I'm spending it on that. And I'm losing the other areas of my life in order to do that, which sucks. But these are things you got to learn. These are things that can happen to you. And these are things you got to roll with. You may have to give up something, whatever, in order to accomplish that. Because we're getting into debt too much with the psychologist. It's every week $90. So we're getting into too much debt with this whole thing. And it's court ordered. You got to do it. Rah rah. Shit, boys. It's okay to owe a little bit of money when you go there, as long as you've got a track record that you're paying it off. But if you ignore it, and when you get to the court, they say you haven't paid for this, this, and this, or you haven't paid for that. Really, there's just that. Or in the actual court itself, fuck off. Yeah, okay, there is that too. But if they get there, then they can say bad things about you as a father. You're an irresponsible father. Irresponsible because you didn't pay for your daughter's psychology thing. You're an irresponsible father. So there's your reason right there for you to never see your daughter ever again. Okay, that's how we feel. Oh, God, man. Yeah, you need to go prospecting, mate. You need to go looking for some gold. Okay? You need to go looking for gold, mate, rather than your Mrs. Harris. Okay? You need to get out of her cheeks, mate, and start looking for some nuggets. Okay? The only nuggets you see, mate, is little brown ones. And you got your tongue running across her cheeks, mate.
With my dog, I'm going to end with this. It's better to be alone than to feel alone by a grown man. It's better to be alone.
Mud floods, mate. Mud floods. You reckon we were fucking mud flooded, mate? What do you reckon, man? We got mud flooded? You reckon every couple of few thousand years, whatever it is, mate? The tectonic changes in the planet, and that's it. The whole joint floods, and he raises everything, mate. Alright, he raises everything.
Causing the Mississippi River to run backwards for 3 days. These photos are from the 1850s and 1860s, which means that these cities have been buried in mud for over 40 years, all stemming from an event.
I reckon we do.
5, 8,
Da, 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 da,
scale
da.
earthquakes in a span of 43 days. And it is very rarely discussed.
Kind of normal, mate, for me.
On every corner,
You can list them up like that for you if you like. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. I'm okay.
mud flood.
I'm tired, mate, and worn out. My brain is worn out.
First floors
Kind of stressed.
come from the sky.
You know, severe depression disorder, all that shit. Fucking, I've got it all. I've got it all, mate.
12 Madrid earthquakes, causing the Mississippi River to run backwards for 3 days.
Who's ready to win $1 million freaking... Inside the aquarium, curious onlookers crowd the shark tank, eager for a glimpse of the toothy titan within. After all, this isn't just any shark. It's a tiger shark. Named for the distinctive striped pattern on their backs, they're the second largest predatory shark on the planet, growing to over 16 feet in length and weighing as much as 2,000 pounds. But this shark doesn't seem all that threatening. In fact, it looks sick. It refuses to eat and prowls the water slowly, rubbing its body against the walls of the enclosure. Then, something terrifying happens. The shark convulses violently, and then, in a sickening spectacle, vomits up a putrid brown cloud. A stew of half-digested horror containing a human arm.
Ooh, lovely.
Police arrive at the aquarium, ready to collect the remains. With a recent string of shark attacks in the area, they assume the arm belongs to an
Oh, hey, I
unlucky
learned
swimmer
on,
who never made it back to...
I learned if you guys go through Streamlabs to watch me, you can, like, I don't know, you come in a box on YouTube. You can actually, like, go in there kind of thing. I think that's how it works. If you go through Streamlabs, pretty weird, eh? You could actually, like, come in and actually, like, talk to the person, that's on live. It's on Streamlabs, but you've got to go through Streamlabs, mate. They're a bit of a pain. They're a bit of a pain, bro. Stay on your path, gentlemen, and I hope you have luck in your adult life. Okay, I really do. Stay on your path. I don't know who Quims is, mate. I've got no idea who that is. So, sorry about that.
Shore. Back at headquarters, investigators take a closer look at the severed limb. It is a male left arm, cut just above the elbow. On the forearm, a tattoo of 2 boxers. Somehow, despite the shark's powerful digestive system that usually processes food in 3 to 4 days, the arm is in near perfect condition. Authorities wonder how this can be, but they get distracted by a more immediate mystery. When examiners inspect the actual wound, something doesn't add up. It's not messy enough.
Okay, lumayan siya. I will not be single by this time next year. I'm not doing it. I'm done. I completely 100% give up on being single. The single life is not for me. I just did a comedy club. I had a great time. I did comedy at the Comedy Store. I'm living my freaking dreams, except for the fact that I keep coming home by myself. I don't even have anybody to share this information with. So, I'm going to be dating. I'm going to be taking it pretty seriously. I need to charter something to lay out these details on, because I'm telling you, by next year, I will not be single anymore. I'm so ready to be a freaking wife. I want somebody to make breakfast for in the morning. I want someone to actually talk to about my set. I had a killer set. I had a good night, and I want to share that with somebody. I want to talk about the fact that my schedule is so crazy. Oh, my goodness. And I can't wait to come home to somebody when I go out of town. I come home home. I don't even have any plants. This is a fake plant. I don't have real plants because nobody's here to water them. I don't have fish because nobody's here to feed them. And I don't care what y'all pick me say about needing to be single and needing to be happy. I'm not happy single. And I'm a very driven person, and I'm going to change that. I want a husband,
Oh
and
my
I
God,
want the
mate.
right husband, so I'm going to do it the right way, but I'm giving myself 365 days. I'm giving myself a year to do so. That's the goal. Follow me. I'm going to talk about it. Yeah? I'll be talking about it. Maybe we can discover how to do this together.
Now she wants to be a wife after completely exhausting herself in the streets of Independence. She's saying loud and clear, I'm done being single.
Sorry, no, but why did you take my food off the order? I can't afford it. I can afford it. No. I got two stomachs. I have two stomachs. I can't share. Where's my food at? You didn't give me food?
You see, boys, she'll sit there eating in front of me. That's supposed to be his wife. So she removed his food. No, she won't share it with him, won't give him any of it. She's too hungry. Like, that would do your head in, bro. So she'll gladly sit there and eat the food all in front of him, mate. Can't even give him a sausage, can't even give him a little piece of meat or anything, mate. She'll sit there eating the whole thing in front of him.
Because I'm not allowed to tell them how to work with. Yeah, I don't talk about Project Esther or Project 2025 because as unpopular.
Just so you know too, like this is not something that I enjoy. Like these people just don't leave me alone. It's constant.
You've been in Gaza? You've been in Gaza before? You know what you're talking about? You've been in Gaza? Oh, you're so... Oh, look at you. Relaxing.
This is fucking gold.
Oh, you're
This is gold.
laughing.
Yo, this is real life Jewish censorship.
You
This is real life fucking Jewish censorship. This is awesome. I love it.
This is the difference between you love it because you don't know nothing.
No, because this is what you guys do.
What? So...
Alright. Yo, you had the opportunity to get on the mic. I know, but let me give my position, you guys can. Alright, so anyway, this is fantastic. So this is what happened at 9/11, guys. This is what happened at 9/11.
You know what to do.
Still, yeah, bro, this is crazy. So anyway, let me finish my point, ladies.
Crazy, bro.
Okay, so this is what happened. Yo, get a fucking hand in the crowd of shit, bro. Like, this is wild.
So
at 9/11.
No, I want to ask you something. Do you know what a bomb shelter is? Have you gone to a bomb shelter every 5 fucking minutes? I'm from Israel. I know what's to live